Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're on your way to your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is a talented chef and an incredible supporter. Chef Shapino is somebody who does a lot of live streaming. The channel lately has been a lot of conversation. What will happen is you can catch them for a live stream with a lot of StreamYard participants. The conversation can go just about anywhere, but it always gets lively and very engaging. Then what he'll do is chop out some of the best highlights so that you get a series of videos to catch some of the activity that's gone on the channel. This is in and amongst the other shorts, which can be completely random, or videos involving this chef dressing plates, showing you how to cut and cook a perfect medium ribeye, which had my mouth watering when I was going through that video, not to mention lamb chops and all kinds of different things on this channel. So they've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and getting some of the support back from them that I'm talking about when they're here in the Tuber Chat family. 1,650 subscribers right now, so already halfway on the road to 1,700. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. I've got quite a few channels on the wheel for today, and I'm going to add a few more. I always add members to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and Superchatters get put on the screen right away in order. She Stole My Thunder, who happens to be a fellow Canadian from Montreal, actually came in. She's incredibly supportive all the time, but dropped a super chat on us before we even started. So we'll be looking at that channel next. And they've done that countless times, and then we'll get to spinning the wheel. For anybody that's brand new to Tuber Chat, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators that will be coming through the chat today, and everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. One of the things I should mention about the wheel and the screen and the way that they work here is that it is open to everyone. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. We just speed things up as a little bonus for anybody that super chats and is a member. But those things are absolutely unnecessary here. Very much appreciated, of course. But the wheel and the screen are open to everyone. So it will take a bit of time, but we're usually here for 2.5 hours, lately almost 3, and we'll see what happens today. Thank you everybody for the overwhelmingly busy beginning to the stream again. I'm just getting a few names onto the wheel as I see them coming in. Pardon me, Scratch and Pete PA is always in the pole position. He is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, to say the least. One of the most supportive creators that I've met in the last 5.5 years. Also, Michael's Adventure is a common name here in Tuber Chat, and he is another beloved and dedicated moderator, but he can't be with us every day just due to a work schedule. He always makes sure that I remember to give everybody his regards, let everybody know he's thinking about us, and he can't wait to be back, so we'll likely see him again either through this week or next weekend. Corinne's Life is at the top of the wheel as well as a member and a moderator, another fellow Canadian who happens to be a dear friend. Just Jason Keto and Traveler Bust were both early in the door, along with the Patrol Paranormal. They're all on the wheel. Frazball Collects, Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs, along with Cali King 916 and Just Doing Our Best. We're already on the wheel just as we started. Smallholder Homestead, Charlene Heal, The Bud Files, and Mom of 4 Boys have all been added as well. It's D. I thought you'd been here once before, and I must be mistaken. I believe I saw one of your comments. So thank you for coming in, especially for the first time. Susan A. just dropped a super chat on us as well, so thank you for that. For that reason, I'm going to make your channel the next one that we look at before I go on to spinning the wheel, and right after She Stole My Thunder. I think I see Natalie Nicole ASMR. I may not have said hello to you the other day when you were here, but I did see you. We did put you on the wheel, and we did have a look at your channel. I never mean to miss anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And the Gaming Ham has a couple of channels. They'll be redressing their 3D printing ham channel soon enough, but they're working on something they'll be streaming later. And Home Bartending with John is in the house. I didn't yet put My Flock is Everywhere on the wheel. They were here right at the beginning. And, like I said, as promised, members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So, I will look at that channel briefly. For anybody that's not here, we'll just look at the channel very briefly, like, 20 or 30 seconds onto another channel. I'm sure everybody's okay with that. The thing about this particular live stream, Tuber Chat, and the way that things work, to be very honest, it is most helpful when you're here, right? Putting a channel on the screen doesn't necessarily make everybody rush over there and subscribe. I think this is actually one of the channels that has the lowest number of the, rush kind of increases that go on, if that makes any sense. We've tried many times having channels that are like even close to 1,000, close to milestones, and putting them up and saying, okay, everybody go over there, but it's just not the way that things work here, because we're also focused on connecting the right way. And just to go over the speech again, our instructions are always in our video description, but the best success is always found in letting somebody know that you want to connect by starting a conversation with them in the chat. Take your time, meet people one by one. You can meet up to 8 or 10 people here in Tuber Chat. There's plenty of channels here, many, many more than that. But taking your time is the best idea. If you go too fast, you'll lose your connections tomorrow. We don't want that to happen. The idea is we're here to support each other over the long term, not just in the coming days, but hopefully weeks, months, and eventually years into the future. So you start a conversation with somebody, let them know you want to connect, head to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long. Very important that it's at least 3 minutes. Very important that we watch the full video from beginning to end. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to that comment related to the content of 3 or 4 sentences. And that should make your connection stick. And then, of course, give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, as we do for all creators. And then come back into the chat, let them know you've done that. They will do the same thing for you. So I put a few more channels on the wheel here. Little Ridge Farm is there. The Stock Explorer Hall, Arita is coming up. I was actually with I Am Betty J Gathers earlier this morning. Was it this morning or was it last night? I can't keep track. The days are blending into each other for me here for no reason. The Stock Explorer is a member and a moderator. I've got them on the wheel. I'm sure I'm missing a channel that needs to be on the wheel, but I'll have a look. All of our members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Butler Family Farm. And we've still got some introductions to do. Again, we're looking at Chef Shapino, and this is a talented chef with delicious looking content on their channel. There's a lot of conversation here. They've got a lively audience and community where StreamYard panels will bring you some very engaging conversation. When I roll over these, it doesn't want to go right into the content, but let me have a look at a couple of live streams if I can get them to roll over maybe. Maybe not as easy as I wish, but that's okay. They've got lots of conversation going on here. You can see the work that's put into this channel, so I hope everybody will connect with this incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. From the other side of the fence, let me get your channel on the wheel, and I notice you're asking a question, and then we'll do our the rest of our introductions. I don't want to miss anybody in the chat. I'm going to get She Stole My Thunder up right now. They dropped a super chat before we even started, actually. They've done that many times before, and they are a fellow Canadian. Let's see what I can do about that. If my copy and paste wants to work. She Stole My Thunder. And there they go. We'll talk about their channel in a second. Does skipping the commercials while viewing a playlist affect the watch time? Yeah, forgive me. From the other side of the fence. I thought we were asked that yesterday, but that's okay. Or on the last stream. My guess is that it doesn't affect watch time itself, but nobody will be happy to hear about anybody missing skipping advertisements. I know that commercials, or advertisements, if we want to call them, either way, it can be annoying, frustrating, and it can extend the time, right? If you've got a 20-hour playlist and then there's a bunch of ads in there, it can easily add another couple of hours to that. But everybody will wish for you to keep the advertisements on. Never, 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 never skip ads. The idea is that, of course, someday we're all going to be monetized, right? Those of us who are not yet will probably have that on our mind. 99% or more of the channels that come through Tuber Chat would like to be monetized at some point. And we see everybody gets monetized who wants to. It takes some time. It's not a race. It's different for everybody, but you do get there. And when you do, you will wish for everybody not to skip your ads either. Ads can be one of the smallest parts of the income that you can make on your YouTube channel compared to a lot of other aspects, even outside of the YouTube system. So it's just a thought, but hopefully that asks the question. We can never be sure because I'm not a Google engineer. I don't know if I'd believe one if I had them in front of me anyway, because so much of what YouTube does is under the radar or behind the scenes. We don't get to hear about it exactly, right? But I would always let the ads run as an idea. And then Ben Shan Games, thank you for another super chat. I'm going to put your channel up right after Susan A. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Pardon me for anybody that I've missed in the chat. To be Irish Live, I'm actually going to put you up quickly. And the reason why is because I was supposed to have done something which I haven't done yet. We'll talk about it when I get that channel ready to go. To be Irish Live also happens to be a member, but I'll give you an idea of something. One of the things you got to think of, especially when you get into memberships and super chats and making promises on your channel, is you got to find a way to make up if something gets missed or forgotten or something like that. So let's see who else is with us. Ben Shan Games, thank you again. Goswina Pathius, good to see you in the house. Hopefully, Goswina Pathwi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for being here. It's D again, is here for the first time. It's me, Lori, has been with us before. Native Wildman might be here for the first time. So welcome to you, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. Our instructions are always in our video description. Roadhog is also here, and I've got to get them onto the wheel, and I think I might have not added Rem's Family Farm yet. And the Gaming Hands in and out with both channels. And pardon me if I've missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Coastal Water will be up. I haven't been up early enough to catch them live if they've been live in the last couple of days. And then Time with Tiffy, good to see you here as well. Let me get that channel on the wheel. So we're looking at She Stole My Thunder, and this is a fellow Canadian, like I said. They talk about reviewing art, books, and movies, and more, but they actually do a lot more than even that on their channel, and you can see sometimes they do vlogging content. They take us around. I thought I put this in my catch-up list. Did I not go through my catch-up list the other day? I'm mistaken. The Montreal Museum of Fine Arts, so I'm going to watch that video. And that's just a tiny example of what they do on their channel. Lots of reviews, lots of conversation, and then some helpful videos when you start scrolling through some of the stuff that they've done as well. They've got shorts, and then live streams are an occasional thing. I can't believe I keep missing everything that you do. It's been... they put a few of these out, eh? And then... when we look at the front of the page, we see some featured channels. And when you feature channels on your front page this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has on the algorithm and your audiences when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages. If you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page, just please make make sure I know so I can return the favor. And I absolutely recommend this as a mini collaboration that anybody can do, because it's a great way to get a friendship started and trade favors with another creator. So we've got Susan A up here right now, and thank you one more time. She stole my thunder for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. And Susan A dropped one on us right after we started, so we've got that channel up right now. First Floor Audio, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Wajoram, good to see you in the house. Thanks for being here. And then, oh, Ruthie's This and That and Family is in the house also. They're out supporting people all the time. And one of our longtime supporters, this is getting on over 2 years now, is Fanatic Guide. And this is a creator who brings us not only gameplay but tech tutorials as well, and is a creator who is constantly passing major milestones. They've been an advocate for Tuber Chat for a long time, for which I'm grateful. Anne-Marie Love XX, good to see you in the house. Lisa J. Stocks, I'm going to add you to the wheel right now. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do for Susan A right now is go through your videos. I'm going to take this 7-minute one. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I will give you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video and a thumbs up. I will subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators, and that should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Ben Shan Games, good to see you in the house. And thank you again, my dear friend, and Susan A, for your super chats. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we put those channels up right away, and then we will get back to spinning the wheel shortly. And then, oh goodness, Ben Shan Games, you don't want to do that. James Money 615, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I have I don't have on the keyboard I'm using a Mac right now, but it's I actually use a laptop, if you could believe it, but I use a keyboard from a desktop, but I don't have a cover for this. But on my laptops, I always put these covers, and you can find them not too expensively. One of these days I'll do a behind the scenes thing. You can see all the equipment that I use and accessories and things. But the covers are just in case, because I always have a drink in front of me, and there is nothing in the world like spilling liquid into electronics. It's a very fun thing to have happen. Watching the liquid drip into the crevices of the electronic device gives you a chilling feeling if you've never seen that before, unlike anything else in the world. And I don't wish it on anybody. Wolf Spirit Productions is in the house, and they might even be live right now, actually. They live stream just about every single day, and they take us on their travels. They happen to be a truck driver. I'm in there as often as I can be, usually a couple of times a week. Oh, that's exactly what it is. Yes, silicone keyboard cover. Anne-Marie Love XX says. Sorry, Anne-Marie Love XX. Edna's World is in the house. We got to see Edna's World's sub count, because she was approaching 10,000 the last time that I had looked. And oh, excellent. Yes, Fanatic Guide has a cup holder for the desk. That's actually not a bad idea, right? So then basically almost impossible to spill stuff all over your place. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, thank you so much for being with me yesterday. I did a different kind of live stream on my personal channel, and I do appreciate you watching and your comment that you left after. I am just as bad as everybody when it comes to responding to comments, probably worse, especially after doing a video telling everybody how to keep up with their comments fast and easy. But I do appreciate you being there again. So, Ben Shan Games is up here right now. This creator's actually got a few different channels, but what they do is they bring us gameplay, of course. They're growing rapidly, but they actually mix up the videos now, too. You've got some bar chart races in here, some talking head videos in amongst the gameplay, and then we when we get over to the shorts, we see some random videos here, but when we get into the live streams, you'll get an idea of some of the video gameplay that goes on from Ben Shan Games. They're here with us almost every single day, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. This is one of the channels that they have where they play Minecraft, for instance, but they've got a few. And then the J. Jordan, thank you for coming in. For them, yes, I was with them earlier today. They have Fitness First on their channel. The J. Jordan brings a lot of music as well. I'll get the J. Jordan ready to go. Next up is going to be Irish Live. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So to be Irish Live, I'm putting this channel up early. And Ben Shan Games, thank you again for your super chat. Wolfspare Productions dropped one as well, so they're going to be next. To be Irish Live, the reason why I'm looking at this channel early today is because they are a silver member, which means that their channel will be seen every day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And I noticed earlier that I overlooked the idea of adding their slide into those breaks, like the intro, the breaks we take, and the outro. But I did want to make up for the promise to make sure that your channel gets a guaranteed feature. So pardon me for that. I'll get that done by the time we get to the next stream. I noticed it too late to get it in for today, but we just wanted to make sure we got this channel up. So To Be Irish Live is fairly new to Tuber Chat. They've just been with us about a month or so. Could be just a little bit longer than that. Forgive me for not being certain. But this creator is somebody I'm still getting to know. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. This is just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen is that over time I get to know the channels, and then over weeks and months by watching videos and hanging out in live streams I get to know the content. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I always enjoy getting to know creators behind the scenes as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. Code with Samuel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And then, members are supposed to get added to the wheel as soon as I see them. If I have missed anybody, please don't be shy. And I will appreciate a nudge just to make sure that I get that done. Wolfspare Productions took over as our stream boss now, and that's the video game life meter under my camera there. And every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The very last person to knock them out gets a little bit of extra exposure, as we can see. And then Wolfspare Productions happens to be a truck driver. It's her and her husband, actually. But what they do is they take us on the road with them, not just for ride-along live streams, although that's something that they do almost every day. They take us to destinations, and then they bring us a great behind-the-scenes look at both themselves and their family. Our furry friend Jester is almost the star of the show lately on this channel. He's got series of videos just for himself, and then they've been doing a lot of these lately as well, these Lego speed builds. But they actually get into everything from dumpster diving to diamond painting to taste test challenges, a lot of other live streaming, collaborating with other creators when they can. They've got some shorts videos with some seriously heavy views. Look at these, a couple of them over 300,000 views, and then they've got a few more with thousands of views, which is great. And like I said, they stream all the time. They're actually on now, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're almost at 1,500 subscribers. Steph sells stuff by the seashore. Good to see you here. 12 Stones Ranch, good to have you in the house. Sister Winnie, thank you for the thumbs up. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Oh, I thought we just saw one more channel come in that I missed. Oh, yeah, the Virtual Diaries. There you are. And Mama 4 Boys is coming up right now. It's interesting. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. I have to be honest, I run more videos than I watch. And that comes through either the catch-up list that we talk about here that's, you know, kind of comical, but I use that to keep caught up with creators. You know, if I have to, I'm running a playlist of videos almost every day, at least 25 videos a day, right? But I try to get in and do some commenting and actually watching some videos from time to time as well. Now, Mama Four Boys is somebody who's been with us for a while, and they're bringing delicious looking content. But I'm going to take this next video. Wendy's Copycat Chili is interesting. I do enjoy chili myself as well, and I've had Wendy's chili, at least here in Canada, so it's going to be interesting to see what you did there and how close you got the recipe, if it's close enough. The Numismaniac is another fellow Canadian with a couple of channels actually, and I'm going to put Tori's Brain on the wheel. I am going to intend on updating our slides too. I noticed today I still have Tori's Brain Games on the slides. I'll get those updated ASAP. And then thank you, Native Wildmen, for the share. Macix team, good to see you in the house. Thank you for being here. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody. So Mama Four Boys is going to bring us a lot of delicious looking content more than anything else. We see that in all the latest videos. And they've chopped up their channel into quite a few playlists here as well, which is great to see. I'm just going to hit their shorts for a second. They're getting some action on some of these, so hopefully that continues, but that's great. And then some live streaming. Hopefully they'll pick these back up at some point. 867 subscribers. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 we know they must be thinking about. They'll be officially on the road to 1K. And we'll spin the wheel right now. We'll see who's coming up next. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, your channel will be put up next right after the Butler Family Farm. And my dear goodness, I can't read for some reason. There you are, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I just want to make sure I get that channel ready so that they're the next channel that we look at. Super Chatters always get put on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and we'll get back to spinning shortly. And Butler Family Farm is up right now. If anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And then thank you, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, for that. Butler Family Farm is up right now. Pardon me, this is another channel that I'm still getting to know, but I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. So I'm going to grab the longer of the two here just to get you those extra few watch minutes. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. Butler Family Farm is somebody I see out supporting others as well. And we read this the other day, and we talked about this. Stark City, Missouri. And then they have a herd of cattle, goats, several donkeys, horses, llamas, along with chickens. And then they are out bowling, like the J. Jordan, woodworking, quilting, as well as fiber crafts from Susan, blacksmithing, gardening, and some travel. Blacksmithing is something that I'm interested to see. No interest in myself actually doing, but I've got a neighbor close to where I work, and they do a bit of that. They're building a... they have a forger, and they make their own knives. And let's look at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. And they dropped a super chat on us. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is incredibly supportive, and they will also inspire you in a spiritual way when you're there. They come to us from the homesteading community of channels as well. And then LSP, the Freckle Face Artist. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I'm assuming this is your first time here, but forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Stuff sells stuff by the seashore. Thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that and the kind words. Your channel will be up next before I spin the wheel again, and I did get FR Humphrey on there. And then when we look at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, we're actually going to see a lot of live streaming from this creator, and I'm lucky enough to catch them often. I didn't catch the last one. I'm assuming you're going to be streaming again shortly. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is somebody who actually supports on all of my channels, for which I'm grateful. They've got some shorts videos here, and these are starting to move, so hopefully you get some more activity on those. And then in their videos, you're going to find some delicious looking content, some Happy Mail videos, shout outs for other channels, and a lot of interesting conversation as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. 850 subscribers, and I see them out supporting other creators all the time as well. Stuff Sells Stuff by the Seashore is coming up, so thank you, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch and Stuff Sells Stuff by the Seashore, for your super chats. I really do appreciate the extra generous support. We'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. Mark the Shark, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I think you came in at right as we were finishing the last stream, if I remember right. Kristen Welton, my love, is in the house, both as a member and a moderator. She can't always be here in the weekday streams, but luckily is able to come in today. So I've got her on the wheel as well. And when we look at Stuff Sells Stuff by the Seashore, I think I saw them were you live streaming the other day? Yeah, a couple days ago. Okay, so I did catch them, yes. And wow, you're streaming so often. Is it every day? Or pretty close to it anyway. And then shorts, let's have a look and see. Yeah, see, they're doing well. Thousands of shorts on some of these, which is great. And there's a bit of variety in there as well. So I'm just going to grab another video from you. These are quite short, but I'm just going to grab what I can do about putting that into my catch-up list. And that will give me a chance to catch up a little bit. They're at 1,450 subscribers, halfway on the road to 1,500. And then my computer wants to delay on me here. African Dreamin' is coming in again with another super chat. So thank you for that. And thank you. I've caught them many times live streaming lately, actually. And we'll get their channel up on the screen next before I spin the wheel. Stuff Sells Stuff by the by the Seashore. You're making me laugh. When the thrift store is closed, they've got live sales going on here, and then they will talk about their instructions here so that you can get involved in buying some of the stuff that will be sold on the channel here. And then next up, African Dreamin'. So thank you again, Stuff Sells Stuff by the Seashore and African Dreamin', for those super chats. I really do appreciate that. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. African Dreamin' is up here right now. They do a lot of live streaming. Dutchfly61's in the house. I'm just going to get them onto the wheel right this second, as they happen to be a member. And African Dreamin' now is getting close to 1,600. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And most often what I've caught is these two creators very much looking like this, but in live streams, right? So how often are you streaming that? I feel like I saw you just a couple days ago, but I guess it's a week already, right? And then another week ago, and then another week ago. So I'm catching them about once a week on their streams. Hopefully I'll catch the next one. They got some shorts videos as well, a bit of random, but wow, some of these are doing well with the delicious looking content, of course. And then videos can be random, sometimes conversation between these creators, and then mukbang videos as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with African Dreamin'. I see them out supporting creators all the time as well. And our featured channel, actually, just came into the chat. Chef Shapino, thank you for being here. I did try to reach out to you on Instagram, but you got to accept the request first. We talked about your channel for the first 5 minutes for today, and then because of that silver membership upgrade, what will happen is starting with the next stream, your channel will be seen in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. The 3D printing Wolf 1, that's the Gaming Ham with another channel. I think that must be the new name for the Gaming Ham then. And let's see what they've got going on. We'll put the 3D printing ham up. African Dreamin', thank you again for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Next up is, I might have to put the 3D printing ham in here. That will get the channel up for now, but you can see they just changed their name. It's going to take a small bit of time for that to propagate on the YouTube servers. I used to find that after somebody changes their name, it seems to take about 2 weeks to settle in the YouTube system, but it seems to be much faster these days, so within a few days you should be good to go. Visiting Dead Adventures, good to see you in the house. Life with Ron, thank you for that super chat. Your channel will be up next for that reason. AA Con 151, good to see you in the house. And Life with Ron, I didn't realize this was your first time here, but thank you for coming in, especially with that generous super chat for your very first time. And hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And so this channel was called the 3D Printing Ham. So it's now the 3D Printing Wolf 1. And this comes to us from a creator who is already very familiar to us called the Gaming Ham. So we'll see what they're going to do on the channel because they've been putting a lot of 3D printing content here. But when we look at the Gaming Ham, we see the original channel from this creator with an interesting name because they happen to be an advocate for the ham radio community. And they also do a lot of video gameplay. We usually see that when we get into the live streams. And therefore, they have the name The Gaming Ham, which I think is a clever way to combine those two things. They've got some shorts videos, and then as well, they've got more videos, including a lot more gameplay, some talking head videos, and then some 3D printing as well. So we'll look forward to seeing what they're going to do. They're a very busy creator all the time, that's for sure. And then hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. But next up, let's get to Life with Ron. Now, Life with Ron is a brand new creator for the Tuber Chat family. And let me just double check that I'm getting the right Life with Ron. It is this creator right here. We just want to make sure we're matching the avatar when we search, find, and click on each other. Luckily, they came up first for me. And then Susan A., thank you so much. Yes, if you're in Australia, it is very late for you. So thank you for that. Hopefully, we'll see you again soon. We have lots of friends from Australia. Airborne Vlogs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Now, Life with Ron is already monetized, but this creator is approaching 3,500 subscribers. You know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them as well as entertained and inspired by because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. So I'm looking forward to learning from them myself. In the meantime, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. But what I'm going to do is dig through your videos here. I usually look for something a little bit longer than our 3-minute minimum. So I'm going to take this 24-minute video. I'm going to put this into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week, but I move the times and dates around so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then Mark the Shark, No, I did wonder, I should have asked you, I did wonder if you did say on one of your live streams that I caught you on that you might have sent another hat. Mark the Shark sent me a beautiful hat once, and absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, of course. Kristen actually went to the mailbox, and I didn't realize that I hadn't been there since before Christmas. I thought I checked it on like December 23rd. There was nothing there, and then it looks like there's 4 Christmas cards there that I still have yet to open. I'm planning on doing some unboxing videos, or at least filming them in the next day or two, and that will be part of it. And then I will make sure that I go and look, though, Mark the Shark, so thank you for that. He's been an incredible supporter on all of my channels for quite some time. The 3D Printing Wolf 1, thank you again for another Super Chat. I really do appreciate that. Mark the Shark's going to be up next for the same reason. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. That is some banner, Mark the Shark. My dear goodness, I don't know how on earth you even got that made. That is really something else. Can you imagine? Imagine a bar like this, just like packed. That's awesome. You're making me laugh. Mark the Shark has got over 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that they're thinking about. Now, he also gets involved in shorts. He happens to be a dog breeder. He brings us a bit of that in his videos. And then sometimes he takes us to work. Sometimes we have a conversation. Here's a Happy Meal video for Mark the Shark right here. And a bit more variety. He happens to play online poker, and then sometimes he takes us indoors, sometimes he takes us outdoors as well. Lots of variety here, but an incredibly supportive creator. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Mark the Shark. And the second I have that hat, I will make sure to have put it on. And I should be pulling out the other one a little more often either. I don't wear hats every day. Pardon me, I was wearing them when we weren't able to get haircuts. It was like virtually illegal to get a haircut in Canada for a few months there. And you can see my shaggedy self for a while. And I know a few more people were going through that around the world as well. Thank you for your Super Chat, Mark the Shark. I really do appreciate that. And to all of our Super Chatters, thank you for that. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen right away. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. But you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. King Morgan, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then so one of the things I can let everybody know, especially if you're fairly new to Tuber Chat, even if this is not your first time, but you've only been here a few times, the best success here is always found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators and connecting with them first. The reason why is because we've been here a long time now. It's well over 2.5 years. And some of the creators in the chat are with us every day and have been with us for months or even years now. So they've been at this a long time. They will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat until they start to recognize you over possibly even weeks and months. They want to get a idea for themselves as to whether you might be a loyal and dedicated supporter before they will connect with you. So the best success for everybody comes in making the first move. Starting a conversation with anybody at all in the chat. Take your time, meet people one by one, and let people know that you want to connect. Then head to their channel and do all the things you wish they would do for you, and then let them know you've done it. They'll turn around, do the same thing for you. Our instructions are always in our video description. Small Town Reviews, good to see you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome also. And like I said, our instructions are always in our video description, but everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to. Fifi's Journey is going to be put onto the wheel right now. I'll just put you in Frasball Collect space. They are coming to us from the UK, and they bring us numismatic collectible coins, as well as the idea possibly of precious metals as well. This creator's been with us for a long time now, and you can see some of their shorts are starting to really pick up. which is great. Yeah, they've got, a few over 1,000 here. And then when we get into the videos, you're going to see this creator does one thing extremely well. They go through these collections of coins, and most of us have seen these, no matter what country you're in around the world. I think almost everybody will have something like this. They bring us the story that comes through these coin collections, or these collectible coins, and tries to help us make sense of their value, as well as the idea, like I said, of numismatic collectibles versus precious metals and things like that. But Frazball Collect's been with us a long time now. Obviously, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We'd love to push them towards the 1,100 subscribers we know that they're thinking about. Next up is going to be From the Other Side of the Fence. And right before we look at that channel, I'm going to get... JJ Little Show onto the wheel, and then we'll come back in a second. We're gonna go for 3 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and look at From the Other Side of the Fence. Oh, and then AA Con 151. I think that was a mistake. One of our moderators might have timed you out by accident. So forgive us for it. Was just a slip. They didn't mean to do that. You'll be back in 5 minutes. And then we're going on break right now anyway. Retro Gaming TV with Jory just picked up a gifted membership from our featured channel for today, Chef Shapino. Thank you for that extra generous support, gifting a membership. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. And I'm sure that Retro Gaming TV with Jory will be happy to have that as well. And then it's nice that you actually let everybody know, Small Town Reviews, about the 18 plus. We've got a couple channels like that. We do have viewers of all ages here, but that's something else as well. Rosalind Brinson, good to see you here. Gail's Crafts and Coupons, good to see you here. I know you were here early today, and thank you for coming back in. And thank you so much, Chef Shapino. I really do appreciate the extra generous support with an extra super chat as well. For anybody that hasn't already connected with them, that's our featured channel for today. We feature a different channel every single day based on generosity and impact that I have seen within the community. And we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen, so that you have the opportunity to meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. And then, yeah, it's gifting memberships is something that's become a really, really big thing, actually, for a while. It's an incredibly generous thing to do. And most creators are seeing a little bit of that if you've got that turned on. That's just a part of the kind of things that can bring in revenue for a channel. So there's obvious benefit there. So thank you again, Chef Shapino, for that. I really do appreciate that. And then if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So we're back in 3 minutes with From the Other Side of the Fence. All right, we're back, and this is From the Other Side of the Fence, another channel that just found us within about a month or so, if I'm right. And Tiny Twin Resin Creations, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I'm mistaken that this might be your first time with Tuber Chat, but it's great to have you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time and meet people one by one, follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Yes, Fanatic Guide, thank you so much. We're doing well with thumbs up, 75. Thank you, everyone. Now, From the Other Side of the Fence has now crossed 100 subscribers, but they have got it locked in, likely with 105. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We can see that some of the videos that they've got here, the shorts videos, are starting to pick up right away, which is great. This is a channel I've got to look at. There was a video here that we talked about, I thought. Let me just go back and see if I can figure out what on earth I was talking about with the, is this the channel? Yes, running barrel with your friends. Okay, so this is another video that I haven't seen, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list for today. And I know it's a shorter one, but I just want to see this because we were talking about barrel racers, right? I'm watching a show called Yellowstone. It's the first time I've ever heard the term barrel racers, but I just want to see what you're doing here. And then this is where they want to display some editing skills, but they also want to share their perspective as the father of a teenage barrel racer. There you go. And share their love of Christian hip-hop music. So there's a bit of different things on this channel. I'm still getting to know them, but hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've been with us just about every day since finding us, as a matter of fact. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I'm sure you'll enjoy the support that comes back from them after you connect with them as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And then we're going to look at home bartending with John. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Home Bartending with John is a channel that hit home for me the second they came into the Tuber Chat family. I used to work in bars and nightclubs, and I've done the smallest amount of bartending in my life, and I have respect for anybody that can pick up a skill and become talented in it, especially to the point that they teach others. So Home Bartending with John is going to teach us on his channel how to make some of the most popular cocktails in the world from our own home. You don't have to have an elaborate home bar setup the way that John has here, but he is going to show you what it takes to keep a bar like this replenished, and he's going to show us all of the tools that we need to make the popular cocktails that I'm talking about. He'll usually do it in different variations as well, so you'll get a recipe for something quick and easy if you just want to get at it, and then he'll give you a more full recipe, usually based on pop culture or a traditional type of cocktail where you might find more ingredients and something rich and flavorful. So as well, Home Bartending with John is constantly thinking about new ideas for his audience, and he takes requests on his channel. He's done at least 2 for me already. So he's thinking about things like non-alcoholic cocktails, low-calorie cocktails, and everything in between. So there's a lot of reviews on the channel for things that are out there that you can buy as well in different areas. I'm in Canada. We might not have a lot of this stuff, but I'm going to take the latest review and put that in my catch-up list as well. Home Bartending with John is somebody who definitely is here every single day, and I see them out supporting other creators all the time as well. Dr. West, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling well. Welcome also. Forgive me for not being sure if this is your first time in Tuber Chat as well. I got a robot that's supposed to welcome everybody, but I don't think it's doing what it's supposed to today, which is great. We usually don't do what we're going to do right this second, but I'm going to go for another break just for 3 minutes right now, and we'll come right back, and we're going to look at the Stock Explorer. All right, we're back. We're looking at the Stock Explorer. This creator's here as a member and a moderator, and there's somebody who actually supports on all of my channels, but Nora from the Stock Explorer has been a dear friend for a long time. All of the moderators here have been dear friends of mine for a long time and dear friends of each other. They all have their own channels. They all do different things, but one of the things that they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members when you're on their channels for premieres and live streams. And then I see a few more channels coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Andre Southgate is here, growing my own. I know I gave a quick wave to everybody, to a few more channels in the chat. The Honorable Angelina Nordstrom. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. They are out supporting other creators all the time. I run into them constantly. I'm going to get your channel up on the screen next because of that super chat, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster. We haven't been on just barely an hour now, but we've still got another hour and a half at least. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. And after a little while, I will get some names from our chat list based on who's been most active in the chat. So the Stock Explorer is up right now. And this creator is going to bring us the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way through shorts, videos, and live streams with everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options trading and NFTs. The Stock Explorer supports on all of my channels greatly. And it's interesting. I hope you can take inspiration from some of the stories that I tell here in Tuber Chat when I talk about even my own friendships with individual creators. It is always a heartwarming thing for me to see when I bounce between different channels and premieres and live streams and see some of the inside jokes that are built between creators as they build their friendships and things like that. But you're going to find people. We can see the future here because we've been on for a while. I've actually been on YouTube for 5.5 years now. Tuber Chat's been here for 2.5 of those, almost half the time. But you are going to find creators over the course of your YouTube journey who are truly going to be excited for you and happy for you and things like that. And this is the kind of thing that the Stock Explorer brings to mind. They're always excited for everybody, myself included, for which I'm extremely grateful. Because sometimes, everybody has ups and downs. I promise you, every single person. And, the downs don't have to be terrible. The ups, unfortunately don't get as high as they should be a lot of the time. But sometimes, your friends, the people who you're making these relationships, and this is why we use the term family here so much, they're going to be able to do things for you that are going to give you that extra pick-me-up to remind you why you're doing all this stuff all the time. And then Georgia Diving Recovery, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not being sure if this is your first time here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody is willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody that you'd like. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. I haven't seen Bautissimo welcoming new people into the chat today. This is what's causing confusion for me. It's supposed to be... Oh, I'm mistaken. Thank you, Georgia Diving Recovery. Forgive me for that. Might have been a while. CV Baseball Card Collector had a question. So I'll be watching for it. If anybody does have a question or a comment that you mean for me specifically to see, I miss a lot that goes on in the chat. I try to catch up a little bit. But if you do have something you want me to see, just please mention it with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow, and that should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open. CV Baseball Card Collector says some videos get mega views and then your next one gets 9 views. Yes, I'll tell you a story, right? So this is a true story. So I have a personal channel. My name is Kevin K. I'll type it in the chat for you. I should come up first for everybody. I didn't in the beginning. It took me a while. There's, a million Kevin K's in the world, and some of them have even got some of the same life history that I do. It's interesting, but after a while, your channel will rise up the search results. And I've had my channel now for about 4.5 years, something like that. I got to go back and look at the date. anyway, it's built up, and I'm grateful for that. But a week ago, I did a premiere for a video that I know doesn't get a lot of views. It's not meant to get a lot of views in the beginning, although that may not make sense the way I'm putting it. It's meant to kind of live evergreen for many years and may pick up later. And, you know, we're always happy for any views that we get. But I ran that premiere, and unless there was a mistake, which I don't think there was, I believe that it peaked out at about 8 people watching. Now, to give you some perspective as to why that matters, is my channel had over 8,000 subscribers at the time. And that's fine. I don't do a lot of premieres. I'm always behind with my own channel and this and that. Then this weekend, yesterday, I did a live stream where I went out chasing some newsworthy, politically charged content, doing a live stream, and there was over 500 people or watching at times. So it shows you how things can fluctuate for everybody, no matter how many subscribers you have, right? And some of it comes down to consistency. We never get to pick which videos are going to be the ones that fly. On some of the channels that I run now, we've got one video over 800,000 views. It will probably be the first one that I will have produced that will hit 1 million, but it took us 5.5 years to get there. I have one on my own channel that's got 80,000 now. It will probably be my first one to hit 100,000, but it's really slowed down because it was a tablet review from a few years ago, and that tablet is not so popular anymore, right? So these are just thoughts. Mr. Bones, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Consistency is key. So if you can consistently post at least once a week, we see that things generally build over time, right? You know, Superchat's been here like 2.5 years, and I've been at this for a while, running channels other than my own, even longer than my own. But we never get to pick. So what I find happens is that if you can put out at least one piece of quality content per week, and I'm really talking about videos, although the same can be said for live streams and now even shorts. There's a winning the lottery aspect to that. But if you can consistently post, what will happen is things will grow over time. You know, when you first start out, you might put out videos that get 10 views. We're happy to have it. When, you know, a couple of months pass, you're getting 20 views, 30 views, 40 views, until the day comes that you know every video you put out, no matter how bad it is guaranteed to get 100 views, right? In the first 24 hours. And that's progress. But what I've seen on every channel that I touch is that over time, luck will come by. You don't have to call it luck. I call it luck. We can call it whatever we want. When it's your turn, YouTube will take a couple of your videos and make them fly. And it happens on every channel, like I said, that I touch. It just takes time, right? It's not a race. It's frustrating to watch, you know, some videos that you don't think are as good as some of the ones you think should be flying on your own channel. You see other videos getting tons and tons of views, but we learn every day. And then the other thing, too, is your analytics will tell the story. I haven't been talking about it enough lately in the last few months and this and that, but analytics are one of the most important things. I'm a nerd and a geek, so I love looking at graphs and charts. I know not everybody does, but if you look at your analytics as much as you can possibly stand them, even if you don't understand every single aspect of everything you see right away, you will notice patterns over time. You'll start to understand how the different things work, and then you'll be able to duplicate your own success when you do have some videos that move. And so let me get back to CV just in case you added anything. Yeah, so I don't know how helpful my answer really is there, because when it comes to views on videos, it's almost anybody's guess, right? But after a little while, instinct takes over too. You know, one of the things I talk about is, just because it's somewhat related, the idea of shorts, right? You know, YouTube's got this new thing where if we get 10 million views in 90 days, we can be added into the partner program. And it sounds easier because we see a lot of videos, you know, getting thousands of views in the shorts department and this and that. But YouTube must think that that is about as difficult as getting 4,000 hours of watch time on traditional content. I'm just guessing that. It's not set in stone. That's just an idea. So the idea behind shorts then is, I've only done about 20 or 30 of them. you know, and some of them are awful. I got just slammed yesterday, as a matter of fact, on one of the videos where all I did was put the camera on myself at the location where I was at, and I said, hey, I'm about to go live on YouTube and do this thing. I put that same video on TikTok and just got destroyed with people. This is pathetic. This is awful. You're terrible. Go home. Blah, 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 blah. And all the horrible things we wish people would never say. But I've been at this for a while, so I've seen it many times. But it's interesting because now I know the next time I'm going to do something like that, maybe I won't focus on the camera being on my face and panning around what I'm doing. Just show the content, because that seems to do better for me. And that's just learning. It's trying different things, trying again, you try again, and you try again. What some people have noticed with shorts, and this could almost go for any video, I don't want to encourage anybody to experiment like this, but what some creators have done is put up a short, and then if it doesn't fly, they just take it down and put it up a couple weeks later, and then maybe they get some different luck, right? So it's anybody's guess, but consistency is always key. And the one magical thing about YouTube, the reason why I landed here, if you ever wonder why is this guy even on YouTube, so I've been in social media from the beginning and always been enthralled by it all, right? But YouTube is the one place where every piece of work that we do helps the work that we did yesterday and the work we're going to do tomorrow at the same time. Not every video you put out is evergreen content. Like, you know, some videos we put out today, people aren't going to care 3 years from now. But a lot of them, they are. And, you know, our channels, you know, hopefully are not looked at like museums, but they can be used to document some of history and things like that as well with almost anything we're doing. So it's a thought, right? You can catch trends that we don't know are going to happen that could come up a couple of years from now. This is why I put a lot of music on my personal channel, even though it all gets copyright claims, or most of it does, because I know that the views and the subs that are going to come for years are going to help, right? So that's just an idea. I know I'm getting into a few tangents and going off in a few directions on my speech here, but I tend to do that. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, good to see you in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. And then, yeah, if there's anything anybody would like me to clarify, then I can try to do that. But you can also reach out to me on the other social networks if you'd like to. I love talking YouTube. It doesn't have to be questions. If you think there's something I can help with, that's great. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. I constantly want to improve, just like everybody else, you know, hopefully does. But I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. And then that's great. Mike and Rihanna family vlogs. They're constantly trying new things. We talk about that a lot lately. Nezium Bao, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And, oh, yes, thank you, Nezium Bao. I changed my background today. This background, I was waiting to see if anybody was going to say anything because I changed that today. But that's a real setup. So when I get the behind the scenes video, that's just a photo of it, but that when I get the behind the scenes picture or video or whatever I'm going to do done, it will be on that setup that you see behind me right there, and I'll show you exactly how I do the things that I do here so that you can take inspiration from it or give me tips if you got ideas for how I could do things better too, right? So the Stock Explorer is up here right now overtime, which is great, and this creator sometimes has charts and graphs for us to see when it relates to stock or crypto markets. A lot of friendly conversation, and they have a lot of StreamYard panels and things like that. I actually did an interview with them on their channel a couple of weeks ago, so you can search that out if you'd like to. We talked YouTube for about a couple of hours. And then Tropical Buzz is a second channel that the Stock Explorer has where they're talking about plant life and educating us, some of which is already there, and some they're going to be growing themselves. They're in Florida, so in the coming months they'll be growing a lot of things. They're getting involved in seed swaps and challenges and things like that as well. The NDT Show, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then CV Baseball Card Collector, I'm not sure. Now, we're thinking about all that I just said. I don't know how much was helpful or useful, but, you know, it's patience more than anything else. You know, I promise you, I don't believe I'm too much more patient than anybody else. I do try, But, you know, patience is key. It's difficult, especially when you see what goes on YouTube. Sometimes other channels are moving faster than you think they should. Yours is not moving as fast as you think it should. And I know, I'm there too, I promise you, I see it all the time. I started working on channels that are not mine, and I have channels now that I run where I only do it for somebody who is a hands-on channel owner. So they're out there, the YouTuber behind the channel, right? And they go and do live streaming and things like that. But they have moved so far ahead, I don't believe that I'll ever be able to have as many views or subscribers or anything else as they do. And you can imagine it's got to be hard to watch when you're the one producing the videos, right? And everything else. But hopefully we find that comical more than anything else. And then JJ Little Show is here. Yeah, I bought some crypto, not a lot. I got into the crypto game a couple of summers ago, and I got a small amount, and it just went through the floor. So I'm decided to go down with the ship, and I'm just waiting it out. It was meant to be a buy and hold play anyway, even though that's not what you're supposed to do with crypto. But I'm not going to be a day trader or anything. I'm way too focused on what we're doing here. But I did want to have a little bit of experience over there. I may continue. But yeah, I'm still waiting for the ride up there. The Honorable Angelina Nordstrom, thank you for your super chat. I know I delayed in putting your channel up on the screen. But thank you very much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. This is another creator I'm still getting to know here in the Superchat family through their content. But this creator is actually out supporting others all the time. So when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them constantly. And hopefully everybody will connect with them so you can get some of that support coming back to you as well. They've got some shorts videos here, and then of course live streams. And they're on this about once a week by the look of it. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of these soon enough. And then they've got a lot of information on their About page, but I'll leave it to you to read that when you get there. I already spun the wheel, but we'll get JJ Little Show up right now. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels now. We've been on for almost an hour and a half. We still got a long way to go. We're only really halfway through. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. And then, yes, to be Irish Live. As a matter of fact, while it doesn't make sense, it's way too long of a story for me to get into, but I do have one crypto asset that I do gain interest on, and that happens to be the one that's performed well. So I wonder if that's a hint in there also. It's the only one that hasn't tanked or I have to look, but I think it's the only one that's worth as much as I bought it for or more. And the small amount of interest that comes in from that is helpful. Zellen Cooking Paradise, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Oh, that happens. Yeah, it's the... Yeah, when it comes to the idea of crypto and stocks and things like that, even if you're not somebody that's going to invest in them, I think it's best for everybody to have as much financial information as possible so that you can continue to make the right decisions for you, even if you're going to stay away from the stuff, right? It makes your decision that much more solid because we're almost all of us, probably all of us here in the Superchat family are thinking about monetization. Wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of the revenue that's going to come in from things like that, investments and whatever else, right? JJ Little Show is up on the screen. There's another channel I'm still getting to know. They're fairly new to Superchat, but they've been with us several times now. 879 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 they're thinking about. I'm just going to grab their latest video. This is a really short one, but I just want to see more of what this channel is. And one of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here is that over time I get to know what the channels are about, and then by watching content like hanging out in live streams and watching videos over weeks and months, I get to know the content, and then If you'd like to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. FR Humphrey is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And then Ben Shan Games, I would like to have a play button. I don't think they can be bought, so we're gonna see. I'm watching a couple channels now that I know have gone out and bought lots of fake subscribers and stuff like that, so I'm watching to see what happens when it comes to play button time. But it is a wonderful thing that they do. If you get to 100,000 subscribers, YouTube will actually send you an award. And I've had a few friends get them now. FR Humphrey has 413 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 500 they're thinking about. Rose's Realm 420, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And you're here for the first time, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. FR Humphrey is bringing us shorts and videos. Live streams might be something that they'll pick up again at some time. At some point, their shorts are doing well, and they're here from Alabama. They create lifestyle content focused on creativity for stress relief, mental and emotional well-being, and fun, which is great because I think we all need a little bit of that at times as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Time with Tiffy is here with almost 6,000 subscribers, 5,800 subscribers, and they've actually done well for a long time. This is a creator who's going to motivate us in a spiritual way. They've got a lot of shorts videos, and as we can see, some of these have really picked up some traction, and then hopefully that continues. And then in their videos, the videos tend to be short, but they've got some live streams here as well. For today, what I'm going to do is take a live stream. I know this is from a long time ago, but I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that's going to give me a chance to catch up with that piece of content there. I'm not sure where you are for monetization or watch hours or anything like that, if Time with Tiffy happens to still be here. But hopefully that'll get a few extra watch minutes, almost a watch hour in there. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel there. And Fanatic Guide, yeah, we're at 91 now. So thank you, everybody, for those thumbs up. We don't hit 100 every single day. I think now we do, but I keep saying we don't hit 100 every single day. It's still a wonderful milestone to hit when we do, but I will appreciate them, of course. And we still got a long way to go for today, so we might get there. And Tori's Brain is coming up. Now, this is an interesting channel because he does something. This is a one-of-a-kind in Tuber Chat. We've got a lot of creators that do games in their live streams, things you can interact with. Trivia is very popular. Bingo's popular, of course. Tori's Brain is going to give us mind-challenging games that are fun for everyone and can be participated with in the chat. So what happens is when you get into one of the live streams, when I roll over these, it never shows what I wish it would. The production value is out of control. But Tori's Brain has got these games, and what happens is he can ask the questions, and they're, somewhat mind-challenging, but what happens is you can participate in the chat, and the participation that you give through hashtags or answers to the questions go right into the game. It's a really, really, really cool system. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. I know everybody has a good time when they're in there. I've caught him for many of those live streams, and hopefully I'll be able to catch one and just kind of chill and participate one of these days as well. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, and I'm going to put this video into my catch-up list, and they've got 1,100 subscribers right now. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. Rose's Realm 420, having troubles growing. So, you know, we're all in a, you know, YouTube journey that seems to end up having us want to grow faster than we are. That goes for everybody, including me, over all this time. But what we're doing here is supporting each other over the long term as creators, regardless of our content, regardless of our niche. And the idea behind that then is that once you connect with a lot of creators and start to build friendships, you will have, you know, people there supporting your content regularly, and you will likely make fans out of a lot of these people, not only for your own content, but for your genre or niche as well. Natalie Nicole's ASMR comes to us with ASMR videos, which is a huge niche on YouTube. It's a huge category, and they have their own twist on this, but most of the videos can be quite lengthy. What I'm going to do is take one of their latest ones. I'm going to put this at the end of my catch-up list. I'll move it around later, and hopefully everybody will connect with them. But the big thing about Natalie Nicole's ASMR is, first of all, they're here supporting us regularly, and then as well, I see them out supporting other creators all the time when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams as well. So when we talk about these videos, you usually get pleasing visuals along with audio that you can either relax to or have running in the background or sit and watch, right? The Gaming Ham we looked at earlier because he dropped a couple of super chats on us. And we always put Super Chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. After a little while, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list, though. Corinne's Life is coming up, and we'll see what this creator's got going on. This is another fellow Canadian from Nova Scotia, and she is a dear friend, has been for a long time. She's here as a member and a moderator. Outgoing Azzy, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right away. Oh, pardon me just for a second. I'm just addressing something here. And, Rose's Realm 420s from Canada too. I was born, raised, and grew up in Toronto, but I live closer to Niagara Falls now. And then Visiting Dead Adventures, thank you for hanging out. Corinne's Life has a channel that encompasses literally everything that is Corinne's life. So this is what we might call a classic variety channel. It opens up the idea of being able to post almost anything that she would want to. And that can go from anything from travel videos to daily vlogs, sometimes a live stream where we're just hanging out with Corinne talking to her. And sometimes there are StreamYard panels with other panelists. I've been on her channel several times. And then as well, unboxings, cooking videos, hauls. And this creator happens to be a small business owner. So she prints everything from hats to shirts to mugs, like the one I'm actually holding in my hand here right now, as well as anything that can be printed, Christmas ornaments, vinyl, stickers, all kinds of stuff, keychains and everything else. So it's wonderful to know that we have a channel like this and a creator behind this channel that can help us understand the value of the merchandise that she's making while she's making it, but then as well can be used as a resource when it's time to think about making merchandise for our own channels and businesses. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. She's approaching 2,100 subscribers and is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then Just Jason Keto grew up near Toronto as well. I was straight out of Rexdale, actually. Third worst part of Toronto, they say. But I actually lived in the southeast corner of the northwest corner. So I lived in a little typical neighborhood with You know, we used to play hockey in the street and stuff like that. I don't know if anybody does anymore, but My Flock is Everywhere is up right now with 499 subscribers. They let us know that they wouldn't be able to be here today, but they were here at the beginning of the stream just to say hello and drop that thumbs up. I always appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody could be here every day or for 2.5 hours every time we stream, so I do appreciate every moment. And those thumbs up, even if you're just coming by to say hello, and I know we've got a few friends that run the stream in the background. I'm not sure if Jada might be watching right now, for instance, and there might be a few others, so I do appreciate that. And then My Flock is Everywhere is somebody who wants to talk to us about the unexplained more than anything else. I see this creator out supporting other channels all the time. You know, UFOs are something that always comes to mind when we think about the unexplained, but we also can get into talk about paranormal and a lot of other things. There's a lot of what some people might call conspiracy theories from either side of the spectrum and things like that, but we get a chance to look at it and talk about it here. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We would love to hit them, get them to hit that 500 subscribers and a few extras so that they can keep that 500 locked in. Gail's Crafts and Coupons is still in the house. That's a creator who's actually done a couple of different videos on their channel about how to use Superchat and kind of gives you an idea about how they get value out of their time here. But Gail's Crafts and Coupons has got at least a couple of channels, and they are an advocate for helping others grow as well. Fifi's Journey is up right now. We'll see what they've got going on, and if I'm missing anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Fifi's Journey is up on the screen right now, and 928 subscribers, so they're officially on the road to 1K now. We always say somebody's officially on the road somewhere when they have within 100 subscribers until they get to about 10,000, right? And then we change it. This is where they're going to teach us how to grow food in a natural way. They also raise their own chickens for meat and eggs. They have turkeys as well. They fish as a hobby, and that's really cool. So there's a lot to learn, obviously, from this type of channel. They've got some shorts videos that have really, one of their channels really took, or one of their shorts videos really took off here. But they've got other videos, a lot of delicious looking content. Sometimes they'll take us outdoors, sometimes indoors. I'm just going to take the latest outdoor video, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list right now, and that will give me a chance to stay caught up with them and make sure I don't fall behind. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Come Hither with Heather's here from Australia, and the Journals of Awakening is coming up right now, where we're going to get some fun, engagement, and comedy as well. So I'll put them on the screen, and then I will get Come Hither with Heather onto the wheel, because they happen to be a member, and we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. The Journals of Awakening, like I said, is going to bring, well, first of all, they bring fun everywhere that they go. They always engage conversation. But when you get to their channel, it's interesting because this creator will bring us an off-the-cuff comedic experience while we're there, especially in the live streams. And it's interesting, I've caught them many times, but they're streaming every day. It looks like almost multiple times a day. When you catch them for these types of live streams, they will bring you like right into the content. I can't believe it's already been a week and a half since I caught them. Pardon me, it felt like I was catching them every few days. Hopefully I'll get the next one. But what I'm going to do for them right now is take one of their latest live stream replays. I'm just going to put that in my catch-up list, get them some watch minutes. But they've got over 700 subscribers right now, and we'd love to push them towards the 800 that we know they're thinking about. Whenever you're hitting a major milestone, like a 600, 700, 800, you know, any of the hundreds, right? We always want to go another 5 or 10. I know it's easier said than done, but we want to go an extra 5 or 10 if we can to get it locked in, because if YouTube plays games with our numbers, which they always do, you know, your subscribers go up and down all the time, but we just hope that they go up more than down, and then after a little while you don't dip below those milestones, right? Especially the 1,000. It's so important. But we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. The Journals of Awakening is here with us just about every day as well. And you'll have fun when you're over there because, like I said, they bring you right into their content as soon as you get into the chat. The Patrol Paranormal is coming up. Another supporter who's been with us for a long, long time. And we'll see what they got going on. Oh, thank you. Yes, we're doing well for the thumbs up. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, hopefully you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So the Patrol Paranormal has over 2,500 subscribers, approaching 2,600, or they will be soon. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. Paranormal, of course, is a topic. I kind of brushed on it earlier, but I've actually been out on a few paranormal investigations myself with Huntophobia Canada. Marty and Jamie, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to the Patrol Paranormal, and they are paranormal investigators from Brighton in the United Kingdom. And they started visiting local haunted spots. They wanted to catch some evidence for the paranormal. And then they've got quite a community built around them now, and I see them out supporting other creators as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and I'll be looking forward to the next piece of content they put up. It's been over a week now, so hopefully they get something new for us soon. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Charlene Heal's actually got a couple of channels. Conscious Services and Business Opportunities is her newest of 2 channels, but I'm going to get Charlene Heal up here right now, and we'll see what she's got going on. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Charlene Heal is getting close to 1,300 subscribers on this channel, where they bring us wellness coaching. Obviously somebody who's going to motivate us and inspire us. They've got video shorts and live streams. I just want to see how the shorts are doing. They got several over 1,000, which is great. And then live streaming is something that they do regularly. I'm just going to set my notification for the one they're going to do later today. And then Annabelle TV is coming in. That's a creator who always brings fun everywhere that they go. And then all that fluff and stuff. My dear, unbelievably generous friend, thank you for coming in. And I'm going to get Annabelle TV and Come Hither with Heather onto the wheel. And we'll spin while we look at Charlene Heal's second channel, Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. And oh, she's live right now. And Conscious Business Services, pardon me, Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is going to bring us wealth, spirituality, and entrepreneurship, similar to the content that we get on her first channel, and another channel, or another channel where she's able to bring us a little bit more variety in line, a complimentary channel to Charlene Heal. Yeah, Fanatic Guide, you never know why that happens. I think what happens, all of YouTube plays games with all of our numbers, but I'll tell you something that hopefully you find helpful. A while ago, they took off the thumbs down count, right? You still get the thumbs down, and you can see it in behind in your YouTube studio and this and that, but they took them off. And one of the things that you'll notice is if you happen, I wish it not on anybody, but eventually almost everybody gets some kind of trolling or haters and stuff. When that happens, because a lot of those people have many different accounts and all they do is go around bullying and trashing and stuff like that, when somebody uses an account and all they ever do is give thumbs down, then eventually YouTube just takes those thumbs down away because they know that that's what they're doing, right? That's my assumption to it anyway, because even our thumbs down go down, but our thumbs up can do the same thing. So sometimes people are trying to do you a favor. They've got multiple accounts. They might go and give 3, 4, or 5 thumbs up, but some of those will be taken away even while a stream or a video or a premiere is running. If that makes sense. I think that's what's happening more than anything else, but it seems to be. But yeah, soon enough, I'm sure we'll get to the milestone we're looking forward to, but thank you for that. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities, again, is Charlene Heel. Roadhog is coming up next. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. We get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now because of it, but we could also see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So we're going to go for 3 minutes again. I know we took an extra break today, but I just got to keep my voice going, right? We tried this a long time ago. Pardon me. And going for 3 hours was too much 4 times a week. Right now we're trying every other day for a while, but we'll go on another break now for a few minutes. We'll come back. We still got a long way to go. We can stay up to an hour if everybody would like. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. We're going to come back with Roadhog. All right, we're back. We're looking at Roadhog. I made a mistake there, so thank you, Just Jason Keto. I'm not sure how many people noticed that. I promise you, I make as many mistakes as anybody. Scratch and PPA usually catches most of them. I accidentally spun the wheel and then spun the wheel again. I wondered as soon as we went on break if I did that, but the Numismaniac should have been up, so that'll be the next channel that we look at. They've been a friend for a while now, so I'm sure they'll be as forgiving as everybody, and we'll get them up next. And thank you for seeing that. If you do notice that I make a mistake, especially members that are supposed to be put on the wheel when they come in, just please give me a nudge if I overlooked that. I will be much more happy to have that. I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it, right? And M&T Living and Cooking, good to see you here. I know a few more channels came in. I gave you waves in the chat. Our dear friend Happy Lux will be in a few minutes. He started another channel. He's just waiting out the 20-minute. And then, yes, Gail's Crafts and Coupons asked us a question. And that was talking about watch hours. And forgive me if I missed anything else. But what we're talking about is there's a date, right? And what happens is from the day that you post your very first video, whenever that is, you are counting watch hours in most cases up until 365 days or when you hit your 4,000 hours of watch time, whichever comes first. Now, the thing is, a lot of people make a big deal about the date, and I'm not saying it's not. It's just that you either make it or you don't, and it almost doesn't matter because the watch hour timing is a rolling 365 days. So what that means is that over 365 days, you are gaining watch hours, and then you lose day by day hours that you gained 366 days ago and beyond, right? For anything that was valid beforehand, if that makes sense. So forgive me if I'm not describing that clearly, but here's what happens. In almost every case, your channel is going to be doing much better a year, now than it was a year prior, if that makes sense. You're always doing better as time goes on, even if it's only by a small margin. So chances are you're losing less hours than you're making. It's still a frustrating thought, and it feels like it makes it a little bit harder, but the truth of the matter is you are going to get there. So basically, you just have to wait it out. You just keep doing the things you know you're supposed to be doing to keep building up your channel, building up the views, and the watch hours. You're eventually going to get there. We haven't seen a channel yet that I know of that comes through that wants to get monetized and then doesn't ever get monetized, right? Everybody who wants to either gets there or quits altogether, I guess, but we don't see a lot of that, luckily, either, right? So, and thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up, by the way. Little Ridge Farm is here. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. Hopefully that makes sense. Mitchell and Dahl, good to see you in the house as well. That's Mitchy Boo with the second channel. I'm gonna have to see what you're talking about, Outgoing Azzy. We may not have that in Canada. We get different promotions at restaurants like McDonald's and things like that. Justin Bieber's a huge thing here. I think they did that with I think they did BTS with McDonald's for the chicken nuggets, and then but Justin Bieber's big with Tim Hortons here, which is like Dunkin' Donuts to us. And then, yeah, it's just a matter of time. But like I said, in almost every case, people are gaining more today than they're losing because they're doing better today than they were a year ago, if that makes sense. So eventually you get there. It's just a frustrating thought because so many people put a lot of focus on it, right? Many people have come to me and said, my date is coming up. What am I going to do? I say, it doesn't matter. I don't even remember what I did with my YouTube channel because I had joined years and years before I started the channel and did nothing with the thing, if I remember right. And anyway, you eventually get there, right? And so Come Hither with Heather makes another point. By the way, Happy Jur, good to see you in the house. Happy Jur is our dear friend from Happy Lux with a second channel. He might have a third now, actually, and he comes from Luxembourg in Germany, but he has been very well known to do very well with reaction videos, but also doing growth streams, which is what we're doing here, where you go to meet more friends and family members in a similar way. He's been a dear friend for a long time, inspirational in the creation of Superchat, and helpful all the way along as well. So if I've missed anything that anybody meant for me to say when I'm talking about those watch hours and to clarify, just please mention it again. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming into the chat. Roadhog is up right now. This is a channel that's fairly new to Superchat. And then, pardon me for what I miss in the chat there. So Roadhog is somebody I'm still getting to know. They're fairly new, but hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Just make sure you're matching that avatar when you're searching, finding, and clicking on them. They come up pretty fast for me. They come up like number 2 for me right now. That will improve. I find that most channels that have popular names will become number 1 as the most active channel for the search results for most people when they get to about 800 subscribers, maybe a little closer to 1,000. Only the 1% take longer than that to get to number 1 in the search results. Araya's World, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I've got to learn to flip through channels while I'm in my long speeches there. The Numismaniac is up here right now, another fellow Canadian. They've actually got a couple of channels. They've got another video here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. I know this one is short. The Numismaniac actually does a lot of live streaming. I've been lucky to catch them. I'm going to put a couple of notifications on so that hopefully I'll catch a couple of these that are coming up in the next few days or week. But hopefully everybody will get a chance to see them. They sometimes have StreamYard panelists on with them, and they're talking about numismatic collectible coins, and they can decipher the difference in value between collectibles, precious metals, and things like that as well. They've been an incredibly supportive creator for a long, long time, and they've actually got a second channel. For the life of me, I always forget the name of the specific. Let me look for it. I think it's Santa Claus North Pole, Canada. This is something that they'll focus on closer to the Christmas season, but this is a really cool thing from the creator behind the Numismaniac. I'm just going to take another video here. I know it's behind time, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list anyway. And this is where they give personalized messages, and somehow they managed to get Santa Claus to join them on their channel to do it. So that's kind of cool. 742 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 they're thinking about. Growing My Own, good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I know Six Bows is back, is in the house. I was actually on their live stream earlier today. They were at work. That was really cool. I still have yet to know exactly what you were doing there, but they were working. They had all kinds of shelves and boxes and a huge corridor. It looks like it was a monster warehouse, and that was really cool. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. My dear friend Happy Jur is in the house, and like I said, they might have another channel coming up. That's Happy Lux. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in a second here, and this is the Numismaniac. Like I said, another fellow Canadian. Traveler Bust is coming up. I'm not sure if they're still here. They were here at the beginning of the stream. And we're going to have a look at what they got going on. They came in here just blazing with generosity. This is a creator who must have heard outside, came right in, became a silver member instantly. One of the things I've noticed lately is this influx of channels with a lot of cruising content coming in. I don't know if that's just because cruising was something that was not being as done as often in the last couple of years, and now it's picked up so the content's coming back in, or if it's that we've got this influx of these channels coming in. But this is really cool. Travel or Bust seems to be incredibly supportive and excited because we see them in the beginning of the stream today. I'm just going to take another video of theirs and put it into my catch-up list so that I can get to know their channel a little better. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here is that over time I get to know the channels, and by watching content like videos and live streams over weeks and months, I get to know the creators. And then, if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators outside as well. Excuse me, I'm always on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. So, Outgoing Azzy, following trends is possible to help. And if your channel, which Outgoing Azzy can post anything he wants, he has a variety channel, so it does lend itself to posting any kind of content. If you can follow a trend, it will be a great idea. An example was the Super Bowl just passed, right? And some creators will probably have gained some traction on some of their videos. One of the big things that happens, we saw it here in the Superchat family, is people will make a lot of cooking videos for some of the interesting things people will be making, either with air fryers or other things, as Super Bowl type snacks, right? I think Super Bowl Sunday is somewhere where people are kind of like snacking and eating things all day. So having a bunch of cool recipes is a cool idea. That's just an idea. But, you know, this weekend I went out, and I wouldn't recommend this for everybody. You have to really make considerations because you can bring down some serious anger into your channel. But politically charged content, like newsworthy headline news and things like that, especially if it's politically charged towards one side of the spectrum, if we want to talk conservative versus liberal and things like that, I went out this weekend and did a live stream, which I've done several times before, and got tons and tons and tons of traffic, right? So last I looked, the video had like 22,000 on it. It's got a copyright claim, so I gotta get that taken care of, and then the video will be back up. But, you know, it's 1,500 people watching and this and that, which is great. It's wonderful. I'm happy to have it. But it brings, that particular content brings in a lot of anger from people from the other side of the spectrum from what the content is focusing on. It starts wars in the chat, people fighting, trolling, and, you know, they come back afterwards to tell you how ridiculous you are and wish horrible things on you and everything else. But I've been through it a few times before, so it's fine. I almost find it comical. But it is something I wouldn't necessarily recommend. But that's just an idea. It's not quite the same thing as what you're talking about with a trend, but it's an idea. So for instance, I could tell you this, coming up in what will probably be June, we have this thing called Record Store Day. I still buy vinyl records. I will probably go and buy a record that's coming out from Madonna. It's got a bunch of remixes on it that will probably never have been released before. And actually, one of my friends from Toronto, an acquaintance more, but somewhat of a friend, will have a mix on that record. For anybody that does collect vinyl records, if they do a video leading up to Record Store Day, that can help. Another idea would be Black Friday, right? You can start talking about Black Friday before it comes at the beginning of November. You can talk about Halloween at the beginning of October and ride the wave up, right? And trends will help. So if you make Halloween videos close to Halloween but before, you get the benefit of all the traffic going up over the hill, right? As you get into the October 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, and then maybe even November 1st and 2nd, you'll catch a little bit. So that's just an idea. Come Hither with Heather is a friend from Australia, an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who brings us paranormal activity investigations, and then as well explorations of abandoned locations. They do a little bit more variety on their channel. They even have StreamYard panels. I've joined them once, and they're often found with Werner's Adventures, which is another channel here. They happen to be partners with similar content, more explorations of abandoned locations on Werner's Adventures. You'll see them on each other's channels, but we see that there's a celebration coming up as well in a couple of days, which will be cool. Hopefully I'll catch this. I've got my notification on, And that's an 800 subscriber celebration, but they've already blown right past that. They're well on their way towards 900 now, which is really, really cool. Come Hither with Heather's been a dear friend for a long time and always out supporting other creators. Werner's Adventures brings us more paranormal in the line of explorations of abandoned locations. And then that's possible, Outgoing Azzy. Yes, Outgoing Azzy's constantly trying new things on their channel. So Gail's Crafts and Coupons is coming up right now. And I do appreciate everybody's patience here in Tuber Chat. I know, you know, with the wheel and the fact that the channel's grown over a long period of time, for which I'm grateful, it can be a very long wait to get onto the screen after we get onto the wheel and things like that. Gail's Crafts and Coupons has been here from the beginning of the live stream. Now, this is a creator who, like I said, has done a couple of videos actually on both of her channels here on Gail's Southern Living as well as Gail's Crafts and Coupons, that are how to use Tuber Chat videos, and those are meant to try to describe to you how she gets value out of her time here. And she sent us over lots and lots of friends. She's an advocate for helping others grow. When you meet, when you get over to Gail's Crafts and Coupons or her other channel, you'll be invited to meet more friends and family members during premieres and live streams. I'm just going to take one of her latest videos on both channels and put it into my catch-up list just to make sure I don't fall any farther behind. But she's been a dear friend for a long time, and will give you help with your YouTube channel as well based on her own experience. Pardon me, this is what I mean about my voice. And I'm going to ignore that. Annabelle TV. Gail Southern Living is approaching 2,300 subscribers. This is actually where we knew her first, and fully monetized, of course. You'll notice she puts a lot of featured channels on her front pages, and this is a great way that you can build friendships with other creators by featuring them and then getting a lot of traction for your own channel and recognition by having your channel featured on other people's pages as well. So Gail Southern Living comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, where they're going to mostly bring us outdoor content, but teach us a lot of different things and bring us their successes and failures when it comes to homesteading and all the ideas that come around that with gardening, farming, ranching, and things like that. As well, she'll do shout out videos, happy mail videos, and much more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. And again, that's Gail's Crafts and Coupons and Gail's Southern Living. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Pardon me. Outgoing Azzy, we're going to see what you got going on right now. Outgoing Azzy's definitely an outgoing creator. They haven't been live streaming lately, but they still post a lot of videos, and they do a lot of sharing on their community tab, which is really cool. Here's Outgoing Azzy right now with over 6,500 subscribers. I'm just going to grab their latest video. So this is a new release, I guess, in the United States for a Cardi B and Offset meal at McDonald's. That's an interesting promotion that they're doing. Backlash Fisherman, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Six Poses back is still in the house. I had a good time on your live stream today. The Outgoing Azzy. It's interesting when they do these promotions, right? Because you got to wonder to yourself. Now, I don't know because I haven't seen this, but what on earth does Cardi B and Offset have to do with a meal at McDonald's? How they work that in, I don't know. You know, the funniest one that I've seen that I think is the most irrelevant thing I've ever seen in my life here in the Toronto area was Star Wars carrots. And I'm not kidding. That's true. I should have bought them so I could show everybody. It's a long time ago now, probably a year ago or more, but they literally had like a bag of carrots that you can buy, and it had a Star Wars logo on it. Like, how on earth? I can't imagine any way that can relate. Unless somebody saw something in the Star Wars movies that I missed. I am a fan of Star Wars, not as much as you know, I've got friends who go and watch 8 times and stuff like that, but I think that's really something else. Little Ridge Farm is coming up right now. I almost missed it. I accidentally clicked the wrong button, but that's okay. Oh, celebrity meals? Okay. Yeah, if I ever see them, I'm going to get them. If anybody ever sees a bag of Star Wars carrots, you got to let us know. Little Ridge Farm is up right now, and this is a creator. Mark is incredibly supportive. I've seen him actually generously sharing content on other people's channels as well. He's somebody who's been featured. Yes, Six Poses back. You're making me laugh. And there you go. This is Happy Lux 2. So a brand new channel from our dear friend Happy Lux, who is very well known as bringing growth streams similar to what we do here. He's a dear friend of mine, somebody who's been incredibly helpful for a very long time, since before the beginning of Superchat actually. And then Little Ridge Farm, when we talk about this channel, Mark is going to give us his story. Now he comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, of course, with ranching, farming, gardening, a lot of outdoor content. Sometimes it's a conversation and a chance to get to know the creator behind the channel, but he's doing StreamYard panels, I see now. I'm sorry I missed that. And he has continued to support creators even through a disastrous story that you can find out on his channel. Glad some of your shorts are working well. But Little Ridge Farm actually had their house burned down, if you can imagine. And all the way along, this creator has continued to still support others. And I wish I could remember whether it was Life with Belinda and Chuck or not, because I think it was, but I could be wrong. He's been on a few channels lately, like, you know, doing interviews and things like that, telling the story. This creator behind Little Ridge Farm, I caught them with my own ears listening to that live stream where, you know, they're talking about the idea of their house burning down, and they literally said, well, it could be worse. There's people who have it worse off than I do. And I just think it's unbelievable. I think it speaks volumes about the character of the creator behind the channel to go through something so devastating and still have such a positive outlook. So I think that's wonderful. And Little Ridge Farm's been incredibly supportive here. They're with us frequently, and you will see them out supporting other creators all the time as well. The next channel that we're going to look at is from a member and a moderator who happens to be my girlfriend, Kristen Welton. And she has a channel of her own. She's doing her own thing, but one of the things you'll notice is that she has got presentation on the forefront of her mind. Is this a live stream? Oh, it is. Yes, she's going to do a live stream. Oh, I didn't realize that was still going. Oh, she's going to do this today. Oh, we didn't talk about this. Yeah. Okay, so she's going to do this in a few hours. This is the last chance to see this. I think it's actually the last day. They're going to turn the lights off after tonight. I didn't get a chance to go out and film it. I missed all my chances this year. It was one of my best performing videos. But if you've seen some of those elaborate Christmas displays, a lot of cities have them. But Niagara Falls is known as one of the biggest in the world. I should know the numbers now. I forget if it's got like 2 million or 3 million lights in it or something like that. It spans throughout like most of the city, including the Niagara Falls themselves. Hopefully everybody will be able to join her, but that's just one of the small things that she does on her channel. A little bit of live streaming. She has done a lot of collaborating with other creators, and beauty is something that she is definitely a huge fan of. She does get ready with me videos, get unready with me videos, a lot of product reviews, unboxings, and hauls, and a lot of shorts. She's had some action on these with almost 20 and almost 30,000 views. And then as well, collaborations, like I said, with other creators, a couple of interviews. And you'll notice that she keeps a consistent look between her banner, her avatar, her thumbnails, and she puts bloopers in most of her videos as well. I know people enjoy that. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. She was in here earlier. I'm not sure if she's still there. She's in the middle of a work day, so she might have just come by on a lunch break or something like that. Coastal Water is coming up right now. That is the wife of Backlash Fisherman, who also might still be in the chat. And I'm going to get Coastal Water up onto the screen right now. These two creators, much like Kristen and myself, I put a lot of focus on creators like this when they have separate channels but are supporting each other wholeheartedly. And so here's Coastal Water right now. And then, yeah, Just Jason Keto. Before I talk about coastal water, I'll just give you a quick idea. Things happen accidentally. We talked about it earlier today. Like, you know, you never get to pick which videos are going to do well. I went out to do a live stream of the Festival of Lights a couple of years ago, and the phone froze within 8 minutes, and the stream cut completely off. But that video ended up getting thousands of views. And it was inadvertent. It's not a good video. I only got the first 8 minutes of what should have been an hour and a half or something. But it's ironic, right, that just happened to work out. We never get to pick. But doing those Festival of Lights videos, or whatever they call them in the different cities, can do very well. But yeah, if you get a chance to do Niagara Falls, I can tell you right now that did well for me. Not every Niagara Falls video does well. People always tell me that they like it. And this is one of the things that can be difficult as well, is when you hear feedback for your channel, you often hear only the extremes, right? So you hear people saying, I love the video that you did about this. I really enjoyed what you did the other day. And then sometimes you hear people saying, this is awful, go home, you should quit, and blah, 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 all the trolling that goes on, right? But you don't get to hear a lot of the middle. And what happens is you can get tricked into people saying, oh, I love what you did with this video. And you can get tricked into doing videos that are not going to get you a lot of views because a couple of your biggest fans or friends have told you that they like it. As long as you're constantly finding ways to improve, you can improve the videos as or views as the videos go on likely. But it's something you want to think about. Experimenting is a great idea. The analytics tell the real story. But I just mean to make the point because, like I said, I can't just go out into Niagara Falls, even though it's a world-class city, it's beautiful, it's a tourist attraction and everything else, but I can't just do a Niagara Falls video and make it get 100,000 views. It just doesn't work, right? You have to go, you have to do a catalog of videos. Now that I've done 20 or 30 or whatever it is, some of them have done okay. That's the idea, right? So Coastal Waters up here right now. Like I said, this is the wife of Backlash Fisherman. There's their channel right there. They have a third channel between them called Between a Shore and a Mountain. It's meant to be a family channel. Perhaps they'll put some more content on that at some point. But right now, Coastal Waters getting close to 300 subscribers. They do a ton of live streaming almost every day. I guess they're off for the weekend, but they'll likely be back again right after the weekend. And then videos can be indoors or outdoors. There's a lot of family togetherness on this channel, and this is, I think, one of the things I find so compelling. When I roll over a few of these videos, it's not going to be long before we find Backlash Fishermen here on Coastal Waters channel, and they do this with each other. There they are right there. But I think it's extra special. One of the biggest complaints I get from creators about their YouTube journey is, why is it so hard to get our in real life friends and family to support us on YouTube when we can find people on YouTube willing to do it that we never met before, right? And I think that's what makes it extra special when creators like this are supporting each other, a married couple with separate channels that are constantly doing as much as they can for each other. So Backlash Fisherman is up here as well. This is a first responder that brings us more shorts videos. It's fishing first on this channel, but a lot of live streaming. Both Coastal Water and Backlash Fisherman will give us ride-along live streams where it can just be a story to be told. They might be heading for a school run or a conversation, and they keep up with the chat as well. Dude Classic, good to see you in the house. Yes. And then and thank you, Butler Family Farm. So let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Backlash Fisherman is fully monetized, approaching 1,400 subscribers. And next up is going to be Smallholder Homestead. Now I'm going to try to move it a little bit faster through channels now because we have been on for over 2 hours, and I've decided to start extending these now because it was too hard to keep them to 2.5 hours. So we're going for 3 now. I got to look after my voice while we do it, because you can hear I talk endlessly for 3 straight hours now. But we're going to move a little bit faster. We always get faster as time goes on. So Smallholder Homestead is up here, another creator coming to us from the homesteading community of channels. What I find compelling about this genre and community is that a lot of these creators seem to have an instinctive nature in wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other and with others. So there's always something to be learned on these channels. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list. They've got some shorts videos as well, and then it's a large family on a 1/4-acre homestead, and they're going to show us all their activities while we're there. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 400 subscribers they're going to be thinking about. Yeah, Dude Classic. You know what's funny, actually? So before we started, I had a coffee. Now I'm drinking something I shouldn't be drinking, but I drink tons of soda and diet soda and stuff. I gotta get off of this stuff. I know I say it all the time, but I alternate the hot and cold, but I think about that all day, right? Like, to try to look after the voice, because we tried this before, and when I extended to 3 hours, I couldn't make it through the 4th day. That's when we were doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That went on for almost 2 years, I think. Now we've really mixed up the days and times. I don't know what I'll do about a schedule in April or May when we get back to work outdoors. But in the meantime, right now I'm going every other day. So we'll see what happens. We'll be back on Tuesday. We'll be back on Thursday. We'll be back on Saturday, and then we'll see after that. Glorious Platters in the house. And then, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Pardon me. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs are putting a lot of consideration into their channel, helping others with playlists. Speaking of which, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other, pardon me, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs will be willing to do that for sure. They are chasing watch hours right now, but they're experimenting a lot with their channel. They're going through everything that we talk about here on Superchat, as well as, you know, what you hear in other places. The idea is, I don't want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channel. I just want to bring you my own experience and the things that we talk about here so that we can discuss them, and then we can all make the best decisions for our channels and our videos, myself included. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. I'm extremely grateful when people reach out to let me know things that they observe, notice, or experiment with during their YouTube journey. And then Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs are working on titles, thumbnails, tags, descriptions, closed captions even. So they're translations. They're working on a lot of stuff. But they've seen their channel have a little bit of a jump lately since they started working so aggressively. So that's great. They're on their way towards 1,200 subscribers. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. They've got shorts and live streams as well. And hopefully everybody will join them for some of those. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And we'll take one more break. And then we're going to come back. And I'm going to start rifling through channels. But we're going to next look at Annabelle TV. All right, we're going to try to make that the last break that we're going to take today. I know I took an extra one. I usually do 3 now in the middle of the streams. And then I'm going to get to these channels quickly. I'm going to start rifling through channels now so we can get as many on in the next 35 minutes or so as possible. And then Annabelle TV is on the screen right now, just as a story, just to try to make Scratch and Pete PA laugh. He was with me. Scratch and Pete PA is literally there for every single thing that I do. I know he's there for everybody all the time somehow, but yesterday he was with me for a stream I did for 5 hours outdoors. 2 hours of that, it was the middle of a protest, and we did a march that I wasn't expecting, and I was trying to stay ahead of the crowd, so I was walking backwards. So I did way more than my 10,000 steps yesterday, but 10,000 of them were backwards, and it is taking all I can do to even stand up, let alone, I promise you, it takes that full 3 minutes of break to even get up and down the stairs. I'm at Jeff's place today, but oh my goodness, it's going to take a day or two to recover from that. Annabelle TV is up on the screen right now, and with 785 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 800 she's thinking about. Annabelle TV brings fun everywhere she goes, and she engages conversation, including comedy that will come along with that everywhere she goes as well. And Annabelle TV is most well known for doing mukbang style product reviews and unboxing, like taste test challenge type things. A lot of these are collaborations with other channels, which is a great thing that she's been doing for a long time. There's a couple of other videos in here. There's a bit of random, like, so she's got some shorts and some garden updates in her video collection, and then as well a lot of live streaming. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. I've got a notification on for a premiere that she's going to do in a couple of days. And what we're recommending for everybody is to set notifications for everything that you see, whether they're premieres or live streams, because it sends an engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm. All that fluff and stuff is coming up right now. And no, all that fluff and stuff, I am dreaming of the day where I'm going to be able to meet up with Pete in real life. We're close enough, hopefully one of these days. We just have to maybe find an opportunity. Team Goodman, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Courtney Shanice Reviews, I see you here. I'm going to put you on the wheel because you happen to be a member. All that fluff and stuff is coming to us from Australia, and they bring a lot of water-based activities. That's what they kind of started with. They've really expanded their content over a long period of time. They've done a lot of live streaming with cooking videos. They always keep on top of the chat while they do that. They collaborate with other creators. They bring a lot of shorts. They were the ones who gave me the hint in the beginning, and I know we see a lot of the bigger YouTubers talking about it now, but all that fluff and stuff suggested that we make a shorts video to promote our long form content, and that has served me well over the last little while. Even a simple video saying like, hey, I'm about to put up something, and just with a clip of it or an introduction from yourself, those have done well for me. I've gotten 1,000 views, I think, on almost every one that I've done. And they've done too terribly on TikTok as well. So all that fluff and stuff does reef fishing, mud crabbing, snorkeling, and other water-based activities. They've taken us live out on the water many times, and then as well in the kitchen we see some cooking videos, collaborations with other creators, and they've been producing a lot of content as well. You can see a bit of variety here. So I'm going to take one of their latest videos, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list right now so that I can keep caught up with them, and we'd love to push them towards the 2,700 subscribers that they're thinking about right now. The Bud Files is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on as well. The Bud Files are modern-day archaeologists. They seek to uncover history and digitally preserve it on their channel. They bring us a bit more variety as well. I've caught them for some live streams, and they've got a couple of premieres ready to go. I'm going to put my notifications on for those. One of them's tomorrow, and one of them's a week from now. And then Silent Silver, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. The Bud Files now is on the way towards 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They've got some shorts videos that seem to be picking up some serious steam as well, which is great. And then, like I said, a lot of live streaming from these creators and a bit more variety. But they're going to take us typically outdoors to ghost towns, other abandoned places, graveyards, and cemeteries as well. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. The Jay Jordan is going to be here. This is a creator who brings fitness every day, and they're actually collaborating on other channels all the time as well. The Jay Jordan seems to be live all the time, either on their channel or on somebody else's. They bring fitness first. They also bring a lot of music on their channel. They take us outside. I've been lucky to catch them a couple of times now while they've been out bowling, which is kind of cool. So we get a great chance to get to know this creator. They constantly say that their channel is meant to promote everybody else. They're already doing well with over 2,000 subscribers, and I'm hoping everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're here with us frequently in Tuber Chat as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Courtney Shanice Reviews. See what they got going on. Courtney Shanice Reviews is going to do a lot of unboxings and product reviews, as you can imagine. There's a bit more here with shorts videos, and they've got a few of these that have really picked up some steam as well. When we get into their videos, you're going to see typically what Courtney Shanice Reviews is going to do, but they are obviously a dynamic creator. They've been at this a long time. They have unboxed a lot of stuff. I'm going to put the latest video into my catch-up list. It's hard to keep up with them because they post so frequently. And then, yeah, the Bullock Experience. Oh, unless I made a mistake and actually deleted it. Thank you for mentioning that. The Bullock Experience, I know I just waved to you in the chat. I could be mistaken. I thought I added you onto the wheel. Sometimes when I copy and paste, I might accidentally delete a channel and have to put it back in, but thank you for mentioning that. I didn't mean to miss that. If any of the members, you're all supposed to be added onto the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat. Please give me a nudge like that if I miss that, because I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it. But the Bullock Experience will come up, so forgive me for that. And then Cali King 916 is coming up. Yeah, Ben Shan Games talking about collaborating. It's a great way to expand your audience and generously help out another channel by changing their content as well. Henry Leslie Vermont, good to see you in the house. And Cali King 916 gives us a real world look at Sacramento, California. I've caught them many, many, many times on live streams. They've also got some shorts videos here. As we can see, some of these are starting to pick up some activity, which is great. They have been for a while, actually. And then when we get into their videos, they're also showing us Sacramento, California. Now, they started with some car shows, or car meets, if you want to call it that. And a lot of us know what those are like in our own cities. You know, if you live close enough to a major city, you probably see a lot of these, or a large city. But it's interesting to get a real world look through somebody else's eyes at, you know, what life is really like. Somebody from me in Canada, so far away from Sacramento, I'm grateful to be able to get the look that we see from Cali King 916 at their hometown. But as well, this creator, when they first came into the Tuber Chat family many, many, many months ago, is incredibly supportive to other creators. I see them out supporting others all the time, and that started right away. As soon as they were here, I felt like they seemed to be everywhere all the time, engaging conversation and supporting others constantly. Lisa J. Stocks is coming up right now. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. They've been with us about a month, could be almost 2 by now if I'm not mistaken. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. Lisa J. Stocks has 242 subscribers. They are going to help us with budgeting, saving money, and investing, and then talking about building wealth, which would be wonderful, and then getting out of debt. And these are wonderful videos because I think the more financial information that we all have, the better, you know, obviously life is going to get. But especially when we're thinking about monetization here on YouTube, because we're almost all thinking about that, wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of the revenue that's going to come in from our YouTube channels and businesses that are connected to that? So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Lisa J Stocks. I am a huge fan of anything financial. Like I said, I think everybody can benefit from having as much financial knowledge as possible, and they're got some shorts moving as well here now, which is really cool. So next up is Rem's Family Farm. We're going to see what they've got going on. And almost 2,400 subscribers. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They've got some members-only content, and I'm just going to grab one of their videos. I've got their latest one, but I'm going to take one from last week. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list as well and just see what they've been up to there. They've got shorts videos as well, and yeah, some of these have really picked up steam. They've got 2 here at 10,000, which is cool. And then I'm just going to take put my notification on for a live stream that they've got scheduled in a few days, and hopefully everybody will enjoy supporting them and getting some of that support coming back from them. I see them out supporting other creators all the time as well. Fanatic Guide, one-word answers. Yes, Fanatic Guide's been a dear friend for a long time as well. I really I must have been talking way too much today. I do it every day, but we're almost finally at the point where I'm going to add some names to our wheel from our chat list. I got to it earlier the other day. I would like to try to do that. I'm just trying to experiment with different things to try to, you know, hold everything together here. I'm very grateful for the fact that Tuber Chat is so busy now. Every single day, you know, everything we do, no matter when we put the streams and stuff like that, which is great, and I do appreciate that. Thank you for the 116 thumbs up, by the way. Let's take a video here, a multi-channel collaboration from Holly Rita, and I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. And Holly Rita is going to bring us unboxings and haul videos more than anything else on their channel. There's still somebody I'm getting to know, or somebody I'm still getting to know. But Holly Reid has been with us for a few months now, I think, as well. 4 grown children, 7 grandkids. They're doing hauls from various places, as well as reviews and unboxings. They enjoy cooking and baking, so hopefully we'll see more of that. And crafting is something that's popular here. And then they like to do friend mail swaps with other creators as well. So you can see that when you get to their About page also. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. And we're going to see... That's a close one. I Am Betty J Gathers. I can't for the life of me remember if I was with I Am Betty J Gathers this morning or yesterday. I think it was this morning, but I can't remember if it was last night. And then they've got a new video from a couple of days ago. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. I've got a notification on already for a premiere that they've got coming up. And my dear goodness, all that fluff and stuff. Oh, gosh. All that fluff and stuff. Thank you very much for your extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated. They just gifted 5 more memberships here on Tuber Chat. So it's D, Anne-Marie, Love XX, Sadie Lady, Allie's Crafts Pursuits, and Dr. Wes have all picked up gifted memberships from all that fluff and stuff. So thank you for that. And it's interesting when you look at the collection of channels that got those. A couple of them have been with us for a while. One of them's been with us a long time, and a couple of them are brand new to Tuber Chat just in the last long while. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. If those creators are not already in the chat, they'll be notified. It's very possible if they get those emails within the next 20 minutes, they might even come in today. Cooking with Rahila and Vlog, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to wait to put any of those channels on the wheel just to see if they're here, but It's D is still with us. So we'll get It's D on there right now. And then for anybody, I always forget to mention this, but Scratch and PPA clarified this. If you want to, if you haven't received a gifted membership here on Tuber Chat yet, it's been, you know, we've been lucky and fortunate to have an abundant amount of those gifted over the last several weeks and months. But if you go up and look at that, it looks like a super chat, but the green message in the chat there and click on the 3 dots. You're going to get an opportunity to make sure that you have gifted memberships on. It's something that not every channel has on by default. You have to turn that on to make sure that you are in line to gain a gifted membership, because we never get to choose. YouTube distributes those randomly. So if you'd like to receive one, then you have to have that on. And then Cooking with Rahila and Vlog. A lot of creators, everybody here will be waiting for you to connect with them first, because you're a little bit newer to Tuber Chat than most of the people who are here. And our moderators will take out any messages that are self-promoting. So whenever we say, like, come to my channel or come visit me or please come and support, our moderators will take those out. But the best success here is always found in making the first move and supporting others first. Sam's Logs Trains and More is a dear friend who's here as a member and a moderator. I've got them on the wheel. I'm going to try to move it now. I Am Betty J Gathers is going to talk to us about healthy eating, healthy living, intermittent fasting, and they do a lot of live streaming as well. They do a great job of First Floor Audio. Have you got it on? Because I'm actually got you on my mind while I'm giving that speech right now. Same for Fanatic Guide, actually, who's been with us a long time. Gloria's Platter. You know, I'm thinking about channels that have been with us for a long time. Even M&T Living and Cooking is here with us every day now. And I don't mean to leave anybody out. I'm just talking about channels that have been here like 50 times, you know, and things like that. I Am Betty J Gathers has 644. We'd love to push her towards the 700 she's thinking about. She would love to help others grow their channel as well. You'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members during her live streams also. And we get a chance to get to know each other, get to know the creator behind the channel. Sometimes she's on other StreamYard panels and has StreamYard panels on her mind. And the opportunity to share content in that way, which I think is a generous thing as well. Let's spin the wheel, and It's D is going to come up right now. So they just accepted, or it's not you that you accepted, it's randomly chosen by YouTube, but It's D just got a membership there from All That Fluff and Stuff. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. All That Fluff and Stuff did that the other day as well, so thank you for that. It's incredibly generous, both to, you know, Tuber Chat itself, I'm grateful, and to the recipients. Oh, First Floor Audio, sorry. Yeah, oh, maybe I'm confused. No, you don't have to be a partner to be a member. You could turn on memberships, like just meaning that you can accept a gifted one, if that makes sense. I may have misspoke earlier. It's D is up here right now. Now this channel is brand new to Tuber Chat, so this is the first time we're putting them on the screen. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that budgeting video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, which I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are always here 3 or 4 days a week, but we mix up the days and times so we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Is Andre Southgate in the house? Did I not say hello to you? I think you've been here for a while too. Forgive me for that. If I didn't, Andre Southgate's a longtime friend. They bring us prize fighting on their channel. Just chilling. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Songbits Laura is in the house, and they have got a membership as well, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I'm starting to think we might go a few minutes over today. I'm going to try to keep it as quick as I can. But Sam's Logs Trains and More has over 1,700 subscribers now. This creator will bring us a lot of train videos, as you would expect. They've just put out a few videos. I didn't think I was behind with you. I thought I just had another video of yours. Maybe I'm mistaken. Let me take your latest video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. Now, some of these videos are of the trains. Some are of the stations they depart from. It could be indoors, could be outdoors, could be taking a look around, or Sam could be taking a trip. He also might be giving us tips and tricks for our own train travels. He also does some other live streaming, as well as mixes in some unboxing videos and product reviews during his live streams. He might do game like trivia or a Q&A, or we get a chance for channel updates and a chance to hang out and get to know Sam. Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay, I must be mistaken, Sam. I'm sorry. And then Sam's Logs Trains and More is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. He's from the UK and happens to be here as a member and a moderator. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. All of our moderators will allow you to meet more friends and family members on their channels during their premieres and live streams as well. The Bullock Experience is coming up right now. Kelly Bullock, my dear friend, forgive me for my mistake earlier. I don't know if I did not put your channel on the wheel or if I accidentally deleted it when it was on there, but the Bullock Experience is here with us frequently. I think they've updated their avatar now too. They updated their banner a while ago, and that is a 47-pound catfish that they've got on their banner now. And they have got 670 subscribers almost. We should be able to get them up and over that milestone right now. Hopefully a little bit closer to 700. The Bullock Experience is going to bring us catfishing first, fishing in general, and they do a lot of live streaming as well. But here they do a lot of StreamYard panels also. And the conversation can go just about anywhere once they get started. Some of the live streams are pretty lengthy, but it starts with fishing on the Bullock Experience, and then they've got some shorts videos as well. And it's great to see that a lot of these have picked up some serious traction, which is great. That's a good foundation because you've got a handful of videos there that are all over a couple thousand views. And then Jewel in the Kitchen is coming up, and Jewel in the Kitchen is somebody who's also been a dear friend for a long time. She has been with TuberChat almost from the beginning and has been supporting other creators all the way along. And you'll find a lot of delicious looking content on this channel, but she's also willing to hop in on StreamYard panels and collaborate with others as well. We see a lot of familiar faces on the featured channels page here. When we go into her videos, we can see that she's got a couple of premieres coming up, and I've got my notifications on for those, one for tomorrow and one for a few days down the road. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. With 3,250 subscribers, you know that there's much to be learned from her, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of, you know, what we know it takes to get to 3,000. I talk about these channels all the time. Jewel in the Kitchen. See, I just made that mistake right there. Kelly Bullock, if you're there. I almost deleted House of X. Yeah, I can imagine. I've never even seen anything that size. My friend Jeff's got this monster fish that his father caught years and years and years ago. He's got it on a plaque and all that, but I don't know enough about how to figure out what that was when it was. But Dutchfly61 is up right now, 953 subscribers, officially on the road to 1K. Now hopefully they'll put out some new content shortly, but they're going to talk to us about some of the unexplained as well, particularly skywatching right now by the look of it, right? They've got some shorts video, or they got one shorts video, but this one already did well. Hopefully they'll keep those up also. But Dutchfly61 has been with us frequently. They happen to be a member as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Oh, one of the things I forget as well, I know First Floor Audio is in the UK, but memberships are not available in every region or country either. So even gifted memberships may not be able to be received if your channel is set to a country where they're not available. So that's a possibility. Little Ridge Farm is up right now, and we actually looked at that channel earlier, so we get to skip ahead. I'm going to add some names to our wheel from our chat list right now. House of X Entertainment Inc., our dear friends also. This channel comprises two married, monetized creators. They're live right now, actually. And these creators were so unbelievably supportive to me in the beginning. I've been connected to them for well over 3 years now. But they have been with TuberChat from the beginning. They're two of the very first creators to ever come into a TuberChat live stream. It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey was actually there before I was. I just got to refresh something here in the background. I'm just looking at what I could do about adding a couple of names to the wheel. Fanatic Guide is going to come up, and First Floor Audio. And when we look at House of X Entertainment Inc., we see these two creators. Now, they put a lot of focus on other creators on their channel, so they do a lot of interviews. There's sometimes unboxings or reviews. Once in a while, they'll go outside. But these creators have their own separate channels as well. I've been interviewed by them on House of X with Kristen, who we saw earlier. But It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey, and Yo, It's Your Boy Leo are both monetized. Now, It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey will bring us more cooking than anything lately, and as well inspire us in a spiritual way. Yo, It's Your Boy Leo has been doing a lot of video gameplay more than anything else. But this is 3 monetized channels between these two creators, and they're incredibly supportive, so I hope everybody will connect with them. Ariel Silks Jess, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Just Jason Keto has been here from the beginning of the live stream, and I do appreciate that patience. Just Jason Keto is going to talk to us about healthy eating and healthy living, of course. How we turn on our membership gifting. Oh, Scratch and PPA talks about it. It's so, if I understand right, the message comes through the chat, right? The green message, as soon as you gift the memberships, there's 3 dots on it, like most things on YouTube. And then when you click that, there'll be something that says allow gifts on this channel, right? It has to be done for every channel. So you have to think about that. Some creators, I thought, had it by default, but it's a weird thing. I don't know if YouTube will hopefully put that in the background so that we can set that up as well. Ariel Silks Jess, I'm using Streamlabs. And what you're seeing with the wheel and the channel that I've got on the screen, Just Jason Keto right now, that's one monitor that I'm bringing into the system. The rest of the stuff that you see around the rest of the screen is elements that come with Streamlabs. So for instance, slides for the members and moderators. There's what we call an event list over there at the bottom of the screen. And that's for super chats and memberships and stuff. And then the Stream Boss is under me. That's another plugin for Streamlabs that's built in. And Pedroza Travel, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Just Jason Keto is going to not only talk to us about a keto lifestyle or a keto type diet, they're going to talk about a lot of the products that are out there, recipes, cooking, things like that. Have a lot of conversations, as we can see, keto conversations. But one of the things that I found most compelling about this channel, we featured them a few weeks ago. Just Jason Keto is going to help us with tips and tricks and what I'm considering hacks for how to get more value out of some of the products that are out there when we're thinking about a keto diet. You'll see a lot of stuff in all the grocery stores talking about keto this and keto that. And, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of educating that has to be done before you can decipher what's real and what's marketing. But Just Jason Keto will help us get some more value out of some of the things that are out there as well. And I thought that was really cool. There's one particular video that sticks in my mind. I think they're actually chocolate and peanut butter, which is just ironic. But it was a cool thing where they took something that comes, it's almost like a chocolate type thing. They melt it down and then put it into some ice cube trays so that you can kind of make more of a snack out of it than anything else. Just doing our best. This is the first time I've got them on the screen, I guess. I thought I'd already connected with the channel. They came in here just blazing with generosity. They're already a silver member, as a matter of fact. So we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. Yeah, I must be mistaken. I thought I connected with you outside. I did with Travel or Bust, but I don't know, not why with why not with just doing our best? So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your silver stacking video here, and I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here three or four times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I'm just going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and Scratch and PPA is coming up right now. I described this creator as being a shining jewel in the Superchat family, and they seem to be everywhere all the time supporting other creators. And I'm just going to start dropping a link because we still got a few minutes to go. I might be able to get through another few channels here, but I am going to set up a link for a raid for Wolf Spirit Productions. They're still on. Now, Scratch and PPA, like I said, seems to be everywhere all the time. And what you're going to notice about this channel, he premieres every single Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern without fail. Perfect consistency on this channel. And you're going to see that those premieres lead to a live chat that runs faster than TuberChat, faster than most you've seen in our family of channels. And it's very fast-paced and high energy and a lot of fun to be a part of. You'll be able to meet more friends and family members when you're there. Mama 4 Boys, did I not put up your channel today? I wonder if I did this to more than one person. Yeah, there's your answer, Kelly Bullock. I must have accidentally wiped out a couple of channels. Did we look at Mama 4 Boys today? Scratch and PPA, I'm not sure whether we did. See, Mama 4 Boys is here with us almost every day, and the Bullock Experience is here almost every day. And so, forgive me if I'm mistaken. Now I can't remember if we looked at your channel 2 hours ago or if it was the last time we were on. Perhaps Pete will have noticed, or if anybody in the chat noticed that we did that. Sammy Joe 1982, good to see you in the house. Scratch and PPA has his own series of videos from the lottery ticket scratching genre and community. And what he does is pits 2 lottery scratch tickets together, and we get the chance to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. And then Scratch and PPA as well. I think inspiration can be taken from his presentation, whether it is through his beautiful bright avatar that matches the thumbnails on every video, and then the banner that's updated every weekly to the banner that's updated every week to match the thumbnails on his videos. Thank you for that, Scratch and PPA. Yes, we did, Mama 4 Boys. So thank you. Lexo Motorsports is in the house. Good to see you here. I'm going to get them onto the wheel because they happen to be a member. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Lexo Motorsports, look at that luck. We've had a couple creators who have been here literally for 3 hours. Lexo Motorsports just came in and the wheel chose you right away. And we've seen that happen a few times. Doesn't happen too often. I'm sure not every day even, actually. Lexo Motorsports is going to bring us the all-out call-out on most of their videos. They've got quite a bit of stuff lately, actually. Oh, you've been posting a lot. I see. So I'm going to take a video from you. I know this is already a week ago, but this one's 3 minutes. It's a little bit longer than your others. And, you know, I know 2 minutes is only 2 minutes, but, you know, every minute matters when we're thinking about our watch time. So I'm just going to take that video. I'm going to put it into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up with you. But I'm interested to see what you've been doing lately as well. Obviously, a lot of speed on this channel, as you can imagine. 508 subscribers now. Hopefully, everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've got some shorts videos. A few of these have really picked up some serious steam, too, into the thousands of videos, or thousands of views, which is great. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And Lexo Motorsports has been with us for a while, actually. Yeah, Ariel Silks Jess. I will get that right. Ariel Silks Jess. In the beginning of Tuber Chat 2.5 years ago, we didn't have it because we're only having about 20 or 30 channels that would come through the chat when we started. But once it got beyond like 40 or 50, it got impossible to get every channel on the screen every day. We were only doing streams for an hour and a half. Now we've extended to 2.5 or 3 hours. You can see by the thumbs up, well over 100 channels come through every single day. So the wheel helps us find the fairest way possible to get channels on the screen without putting everybody on in order, because I'd never be able to do that now. Sometimes you get like 5 channels come in at the same time, and then 5 or 10 minutes go by, but it would be too much. So Jedi Cameron is in the house. That's also Hyper Blitz with a slight name change. I'll get them onto the wheel. And we're looking at Fanatic Guide. This creator's been a dear friend for a long time. We haven't looked at their channel for a couple of weeks now, or maybe even a couple of months now that I think about it. But when we look at this channel, we see that this creator's bringing a lot of video gameplay. So they premiere a lot, actually. I'm just going to grab their latest one and put this into my catch-up list. But this creator hit a couple of major milestones not too long ago. They had 3,000 subscribers, first of all, which I love talking about because I believe there's much to be learned from, as well as entertained and inspired by, from any channel over 3,000. We can all imagine what it takes to get to that level and gain some experience from these creators when they've been through some of the ups and downs that come along to get to that position. But Fanatic Guide's been a dear friend of Tuber Chat for a long time. I'm thinking 2 years now. And we also saw them hit quite a few milestones because we were watching a few of their videos, and some of these are helpful tutorial videos. And what had happened is we watched one of the videos go literally from what I think was in the 50 or 60,000 right past 70, 80, 90, and now 100,000 views. So I like to say to people all the time that once something happens to you on YouTube, good or bad, it's usually the first time that it happens, hopefully more good than bad. But when we look at Fanatic Guide, this is the first video that they have that's past 100,000 subscribers, which is really cool. So we'll be looking forward to more from them also. I'm just going to get the link for our raid again. We're going to go over to Wolf Spirit Productions, and they will be live for a little while longer. Jedi Cameron is coming up right now. This was Hyper Blitz, but they recently changed their name. Now, they've been doing some video gameplay on their channel and recently expanded their content also, both in their videos and their shorts, where they've got some talking head videos now. The live streams usually comprise a lot of video gameplay and then some other videos here. I'm just going to take your latest Fortnite video and put this into my catch-up list. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. 142 subscribers now, so they're growing rapidly, and they're here with us just about every single day as well. Spin the wheel, we'll get another channel up here. First Floor Audio from the UK is coming up. This is a creator who is a talented music producer. One of the things I find most compelling about what they've got on their channel is the diversity in the different types of music. Usually when you meet somebody who's a singer, songwriter, or a producer, they stick to one or two genres, but First Floor Audio seems to be able to do a lot of different things, and they even get into like off-the-cuff kind of stuff, if that makes sense. I've been using that term lately, but meaning you can influence and interact with them while they produce music on their channel. I was in there the other day and they did a whole Tuber Chat song for like 3 minutes, but they were making it up as they went, and that's cool. They had some StreamYard panelists up, and then they've got another series of videos here, a series of live streams where we get to hear all of their music and compilations as well. So I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. It's a live stream. I know it's lengthy, but I'm going to put it at the end of my catch-up list list. We've got an extra day. We'll be back on Tuesday. I'm going to spin the wheel. Ariel Silks Jess, thank you so much for coming through. And we're usually here 3 or 4 times a week. We mix up the days and times. Songbits Laura is coming up right now, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. And thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here in our live streams. I know not everybody could be here every day or for 2.5 hours or 3 hours every time we stream, but I do appreciate every moment. And I'm getting the link again for our raid. Wolf Spirit Productions is live right now. They are a dear friend. They happen to be a gold member. We see their link dropped every 30 minutes or so. But they're going to allow you to keep meeting more friends and family members after we end this live stream. I will leave it running for an extra 3 minutes right now. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to. We get to as many as we can within a 2.5 or 3 hour period, 3 or 4 days a week. And we will be back again, expected on Tuesday and Thursday. We're trying to go once every other day for the next week or so, and then we'll see what happens. Starika, thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody, and thank you, Pedroza Travel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat, but thank you all for being here. And again, forgive me for the channels that we didn't get up today, but like I said, we're back again for another 3 hours on Tuesday, Thursday, and hopefully Saturday. Songbits Laura has 410 subscribers. We're still getting to know them. They're fairly new to TuberChat, but I'm going to take their latest video. I'm going to put that into my, I accidentally downloaded it, I think. I'm clicking too fast here. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and that will help me to catch up with them and get another piece of content watched or run. And then hopefully we'll see everybody in 3 minutes over with Wolf Spirit Productions. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.